Thank you for coming to another episode of Dice and Discourse. This is episode 3. Yeah, 3, episode 3.
Yep, indeed we are on episode 3.
And we will be on a boat, apparently. I know you can't see it, but he's drawn one, so at some point there's going to be a boat.
I thought it was one of those long
Fast.
like donuts or something.
Throwing dwarves off boats.
That did happen. If he survives, he's gonna hunt you down.
I'll throw him off another tower. Boat.
Oh my god.
You guys want to recap what happened last week on Dragon Ball's Dice and Discourse?
Tim, go.
A
Tim.
lot of teleporters going to the same place.
Yep.
And a lot of nothing until something happened.
Well, a couple guys got eaten by a rock.
They
Shaped
did.
like a dude.
Eaten or more like
Sphinx?
ground pounded.
And then
A bunch of water from an angry god.
we pushed a couple guys off the tower.
That happened way early.
Yep.
And
We ran in terror from absolutely nothing the entire time.
Pretty much.
And now the towers are filling up with water, and it's us and 3 idiots before a purported god
Idiots.
Who's
But
doing-
they don't trust him.
who's doing Pilates in front of us as we're
That
all
sounds like
out
pretty
on the
smart.
ground.
Yeah, I know, they kind of seem like pretty smart guys. Most complicated wicked basket I've ever seen.
It's gonna be a shame when we sink it. So can we angle the camera to see that? Or?
No. You're just going to have to envision a boat.
On a boat, and
Alrighty, so, yeah, so last week we left off with the towers filling, well, you hear the sound of rushing water. And the cackling of Trist, the old god of the ocean, or at least so he says.
So he
And
says.
he wants you guys to be his 4 horsemen of the water universe that he wishes to install upon planets this. And so, I believe we left off at that point with water rushing and him cackling madly.
yeah.
I thought it was.
And I asked him to teleport us somewhere, and he said maybe.
I thought
He
it
didn't
was.
say maybe, he went, I went, oh.
I thought it was the current god who had him imprisoned that was cackling and filling the
I think they're both
towers.
cackling.
No,
They're
well, potentially
probably
they're both cackling, but no, actually, just Trist, he's laughing, in that kind of mad insanity sort of laugh, you know, kind of way. So, you know, you guys are
I was
standing there
kinda
before,
optimistic.
you know, a quote-unquote god
He's a
doing that.
victim.
And yes, need I remind you, you hear rushing water echoing through the tower.
Why are we laughing?
He's laughing. We're potentially going to die.
Yeah.
Why is
So,
he? Why is he laughing?
The god is laughing, probably our
Because he
misfortune.
freed him.
Or because he's free and he's like, I can dance again.
I immediately start running up the stairs.
Alrighty, so you
My
go
goal is to get up.
up.
Up sounds good.
I
Alrighty.
asked him again, can you teleport us somewhere safe? Because you're a god and we just rescued you.
He says he's a god.
He says he's a god.
It will prove his godhood or his like level 20-ness. So
Why do you want me to teleport you? You can swim, right?
but
Did you?
I'm the old god of the ocean.
of course
It's
he
like,
probably doesn't need
you
to
know,
swim.
Why
I
did
guess-
you ocean it away then?
You know, because it's my power source.
Does it have to be in the tower?
I'm actually not in control of it at the moment.
Well, we
Well,
freed the most useless god in the universe. I will also run up the stairs.
Yeah, I'm already gone.
I'm
Bye.
still talking to the god.
That sounds a lot familiar.
Well, we did just save you, and I don't want to cash in a favor like right now. But at least come with us as we run up the stairs. Stick with us.
Well, I was
Be
gonna
friends.
join the water, and then you know,
Can
you'll
I,
be
like,
okay.
charm the god with charm something?
You can absolutely
Try.
try.
Is this a percentile dice?
Okay.
I need my D1000.
I got a 13.
They're so cute! That's
Okay.
his response.
I'm just gonna go upstairs. I'm gonna follow you guys.
Let's not make this another fruit basket incident.
Okay, so everybody's running upstairs. Okay, so are you guys effectively going to backtrack to what you suppose is the entrance?
To the top
Which
of the tower.
entrance
Current-
is this? Which tower?
The tower. With all the
Lion
dead
tower?
Sahagins. It's
Oh,
the
that
tower
one.
with all the dead.
Does this one not have a door at the top to go out to the? To
I don't think so. I
I don't
think
think you
it's
looked for it. I think there was just a way down.
No, there,
No,
there's
there
the
was a
tower with
ladder
all
up.
the-
There
We
was a
had
ladder
to
up?
search for
Okay.
the ladder
so the
down.
mural,
That's right.
yeah, because there is an opening.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah. So you just go straight up. Yes.
We go
Excellent.
up.
You go up. So past the mural, and you are on top of this tower, and you can see down below the oceans are just, coming in from all directions, and you see them kind of splashing hard against the tower on all directions, which is quite odd. And then you can see the clouds above you are just very stormy, and you get the distinct feeling that something's not quite right.
Like we're about to die.
Well, I mean,
with the world.
fear is a healthy feeling in this situation to
yeah.
have, so if you wish to say, I feel like I'm about to die, that would not be too outlandish.
Do you guys think we can make a dive from here, or would we die?
I would probably stay up here until the last second.
Stay up here until the tower is literally crumbling beneath us, and
And
then we'll push
then-
Jim Bob and his friends, and we'll ride them down on their backs like a surfboard.
Oh, Bill, they weren't. They're not gonna, unless it's slick, they're gonna just like somersault and then get them flung head first.
We'll lash them
That's how
together with
people
their back
work.
hair.
Yeah, we'll just tie them together like a wheel.
We'll lash them together as a makeshift raft.
Their bodies don't work like
You've been,
that.
you've been volunteer. What for? Well,
Well,
Lifeguard duty. Guarding our lives with your face.
so yeah, I'm just gonna sit here. and
Are
see
they
what
coming
happens.
up there with us?
Yeah.
I mean, everybody is just. You guys seem to know what's going on, and they seem they're the stereotypical clueless
NPCs.
NPCs. So they're just like, they're running upstairs very quickly, and that sounds like it's getting closer. We should go with them.
Can we see any towers from here, or are they all spread out so that we can't see any others?
You can't see the others. You can see other islands dotted all along.
Is the sea calm anywhere that we can see, or is it all rough?
It's kind of like, as far as you can see, it's like some big storm. You feel like you're just kind of caught up in some giant storm.
Okay. Well, should we go just teleport to a different tower and see if it's any better there, or do you think all the towers are under siege right now by Upperly?
I think they're fucked. Or we could
God.
try to make it back to the pirate ship.
Wouldn't they kill us for coming back so late? They were gonna time us and.
I think as if we came back too soon, they would kill us.
Oh, okay.
But our odds in the other direction don't seem very good either.
Yeah, it's.
Well, while you stand there wondering what you should do with yourselves, suddenly there is a
Beat it.
flash of lightning right in front of you, and while you recover from your momentary blindness, there stands before you a man holding a female by her hair. Where is he? I want to see him now!
In the tower.
Could you mean Trist?
I don't remember his name. That
Old
fool.
Theon?
Yeah, that one.
He's downstairs laughing.
Excellent. Get out of my
Who
way.
are you?
And she's like, don't drag me,
The
Okay,
woman?
she's probably not doing that. She's probably like, how about your toenails? I'll torture you to death for eons and eons.
I'm so confused with what's happening right now.
I'm betting that's Umberly, guys. I don't know who the other guy is.
Should we,
The other man.
should we,
man.
should we follow them?
Yes. We're gonna die anyway. So.
Yeah.
We're not gonna die anyway.
We're gonna get a show.
Nothing.
I minor illusion popcorn.
Most
had
excellent.
Faith, I had faith until I met a god and he started doing Pilates in front of me.
He was doing Pilates.
He was stretching, yes.
So you follow these two people
Because why not?
downstairs.
Are the three amigos coming with us?
Sure.
Or did they jump already?
No, they're like, they're following. They're in autopilot mode. Just like, I don't know what's going on.
Mob mentality.
Well, good.
There
They're
seems
shot.
to be, no way out of this. We'll just play it out, see what happens. So that's kind of what they're doing.
Cool.
So they're going to follow these two beings down with you guys. You get downstairs, and you said he was down here, right? Well, I don't see him.
He was. Oh wait, are we in the room with the dead fish babies?
You've gone down, and you've kept on going. You haven't seen your...
Well, he was busy laughing. If you can't hear him, I guess he left
He might have teleported.
without
I
us.
assume.
Without us.
Yeah,
What a dick.
he is apparently.
Who are you?
So, are you the ones that let him out?
No.
No.
Should we? I'm gonna roll.
It was these three.
Oh God! Someone else roll. I got a 4.
I'm more than happy to roll any kind of charisma check ever.
Oh, I
You're
was
bluffing,
thinking more
so
like
bluff.
if we. I was thinking more like wisdom to know whether or not I should tell him yes or no.
I don't have.
19.
So I have no idea.
persuasion,
My
19.
wisdom's
so
low
it's
anyway.
19.
19.
The first one, the one to begin this was Jim Bob,
Yep.
as he grasped the first stone.
So it's all on him, right?
And technically, Jim Bob carried the backpack the whole way too.
He
I
carried,
grabbed
he
it
carried
from
the
him,
god
remember?
twist all
Did
the
you
way-
did you
There
bluff
was-
check as well?
I'm not bluffing. He did touch the first
Oh, I
stone.
see what you're saying. Yes, I see. So I guess you make a diplomacy check then.
Want to re-roll that one?
17.
Alrighty. He just kind of, and all your friends are dead. Yeah, they're all dead. Not just your three, but everybody that was there that ever was and ever will be. They're all dead. That was in the tower with you.
My friend
what?
is still alive.
And it was, you get the distinct feeling that it was very hard to see. It was very fast, but it left behind kind of like a blinding light, and it takes a little bit for your vision to clear, and there's, just a bunch of smoking corpses behind you. I think I made my point, so, where is he? You get the feeling he's very irate.
He.
And the female is like, let go!
Should-
Humberdine?
And he's just like,
Or Humberdine? Is that...
Umberdine. Undyne.
What's your name again? It's so hard to keep up with these
I
gods.
think it was
Umberdine.
Umberhold.
They're not gods. They're just really powerful wizards and mages. Still scary, mind you. No disrespect.
We don't know where he went.
I
We
sus-
were trying to follow him.
Yeah.
Because
Out
we
of
don't
here.
want to die.
We don't.
They claim to have power of the sea, and as you can tell, shit's fucked. So I don't want to be here anymore. I didn't want to be here to begin with.
Yeah, we were actually captured as well. We didn't want to be here.
The slavers also wanted Trish to be released, so...
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess we can tell them we were slaves then. It's not like they're gonna see us as any better. We're just human. Or a half elf and tiefling. Elf.
Whoever they are.
We don't know who they are.
I keep asking his name. He doesn't tell me.
He can hear us.
Interesting.
I don't care at this point. We're talking like right.
I figured it. So I'm just looking around at you guys like, all right, interesting.
We went from one insane character in some sanity to all insane in a matter of moments.
Spreading.
Alrighty. Excellent. This is going to be so fun. Alrighty. I've got an idea. And in a blinding flash of light, you guys find yourself... Did you guys bring your models?
No.
No.
Terrible. On this delightful boat that I have. On a boat! I'm going to make you guys elves.
I brought a
Suck
model.
it.
But if nobody else did, what do you do?
You guys will be the elves.
Cool.
Congratulations. You've all gotten blonder, prettier, healthier.
And the best casting in the game.
I'm still the priest.
3 of you are archers, by the way. One of you is a spearman. Have fun figuring out which one's which. Alrighty, so
I grabbed the spear to begin with.
you guys teleport to
Ow.
being
That was
on the
double
boat.
end, but damn.
We teleport to a boat. Is that God Lady and God Man?
Male, female compatriots. This will be. What did I call him again? I think it was Ulag. That is
Yeah, I think that's
chosen of
right.
the seven, is what I believe I named
Word
him.
Master?
Yes, the captain of the ship.
God damn it.
I'm pretty sure it's Ulag. I'm pretty sure it's Ulag.
I'm pretty sure.
Ulag, blessed of the seven, is on board.
Little whipper.
And yes, but you see the ship is very chaotic. The orc is walking around very steadily on board a very swaying ship, bellowing out orders. Little whipper right behind him. He'd be like, "You there! Tie that down!" And you'll hear, "Yeah, you there! Tie that down!" He's just there to lend his weight to the captain's words.
Why am I back here?
So
I
why
was
do
afraid of
you...
this.
And so
I just want to kill people?
he teleports and takes a moment to reorientate himself, and then drags female past you guys, and me, your cabin now. And they go with Ulag into the cabin, and you hear the door slam shut with finality.
So, should we try to eavesdrop or just talk amongst ourselves?
I'm thinking we should try and swim at this point.
The ship is currently very
We
rocky.
could fake it being an accident that we got thrown into the sea, but I kind of want to see where this goes and then run if they try to kill us.
You feel like jumping into the ocean, though may keep you safe for a short period of time, long period of time, may have dire ramifications.
Yeah.
As you
Like much dying.
you're not sure if Trist can even remember your names.
We should have branded
So
him.
it's possible that, if you jump into the ocean, he may have no idea. He may not even be a god, of the ocean.
At this
So-
point, I'm positive he wasn't.
So you're not entirely sure what's going on. You just know that some very powerful beings, wizards maybe,
Wizards.
considering it all seems very magical, wizard seems like a very valid decision to make. Like, these guys are just very powerful wizards.
It's logical.
They seem to be, very upset and having very high-level conversations.
If we're going to die, we might as well die knowing what's happening.
Yeah.
So I will approach the captain's door and Elven listen.
All right,
Okay,
so
you do that. He's already not killed us once, so
So,
let's
chill here.
trust in that.
you get the impression though that if you wish to help stabilize the ship, you can. If anybody has any kind of sailing skills, any kind of
I run to
experience
the
on a
right part of
boat,
the
I look at one guy, you could do that better. Just sit there.
critiquing mindlessly.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
That
run back
novel's
and
all
forth
right.
trying to balance the weight with my tiny little half-elf body.
Excellent.
It's not working, but I'm gonna try.
Well, you can try it. So you just see the half-elf running back and forth as the ship sways. I got it, guys! I got it,
It
guys!
teeters one way and she runs to the other. It starts to say, shit! Run around doing suicide just the entire time.
You do that for about 5 minutes before you hit the deck in exhaustion, but you tried. Anybody
Meanwhile-
else? Or are we all you're not. You're just kind of like, whatever.
That knot doesn't seem quite tight enough.
Yeah.
Just saying. Me help? No, I don't.
See these hands? Too soft.
Not my
Too
thing.
soft. Soft hands.
I would tie myself to the mast.
Oh,
at
you're
this
gonna-
point,
you're
but then
gonna-
we might flip, and then I'll be like,
You're gonna make me?
Sorry.
You're gonna make me? Come over here then.
I have a lot of survival, and I can pretty much guess if that rope is flying around, it should go somewhere.
All right, so you're gonna help try to.
Yeah.
Okay, make your survival check then.
Attack of Tim's dice.
uh-oh. So-
Well,
Gonna need a wall to.
All right, 12. You pitch in, and you're not. You basically do a basic job. You do an adequate job, so your help is appreciated on board. Like the crew is. They're like, oh, you're not totally useless like everybody else. That's cool. Like
Yeah.
those other three, So you busy tie yourself and untie yourself to the mast. Should I? Maybe. What happens if? I don't know. And you're just kind of plagued by indecision as you're half tying yourself on, half untying yourself on.
The longer this flows
All right, so you're going to try to listen in. So make a listen check.
16.
Excellent.
I'm sure there's a bunch of yelling to be had.
You hear voices on the other side, but it doesn't sound like anybody is really yelling. It actually sounds like they're having quite a civilized conversation in there. But you can't make out the words.
Stupid wave making too much noise.
If you ask for help, I'll come try to listen with you.
I'm listening too. I'm helping.
How does that work?
So you have your head here, and then she puts her head here. And that's how you assist on a listen check. You have like the sound filters through, someone's the filter.
I was thinking join him next to the door, just
I'll cut my hands over my ear and try again.
So you try listening in, and there's, you're just struggling to make out what they're saying. Between the antics on board the ship, the thunder, and the ship swaying, making it hard to really keep your head against the door and really get a solid listen in. It's just not quite as loud as you anticipated everything to be.
We'll die knowledgeless.
I interrupt my song Gilligan's Island theme to tell you, we'll ask them what they said later.
Get shot.
Oh my gosh.
Just like Jim Bob. He deserved it though.
Fuck Jim Bob. You hear from across the boat where the barrels are at. Fuck Jim Bob, he's a bitch.
Jim Bob's also dead, but
you can hear
whatever.
over the thunder, but...
All right,
I
so
hear Jim Bob's a bitch and all of a
after a
sudden,
while,
I'm like, oh yeah, that dwarf.
you hear
Do we see?
the sea seems to calm a little bit, and these guys step out. He's still just kind of carrying around by her hair, and she continues to protest.
Violently.
Yeah, well, she's basically at this point saying violence against women is just never okay.
Oh,
And it doesn't matter that Mystique chokeholds everybody with her feet. It's never okay because it's violence against women. It's bad. That's basically her argument, and he's like, whatever. I don't care.
Whatever, you like
I'm
it.
gonna gesture
I
to
hate
Bart. You ask the fairy thing who they are.
Oliver! My homie! My pal, my friend.
Shh. Shh. So Captain steps out, and he seems actually unfazed. Like, okie dokie.
Whatever.
It doesn't come out pale or anything. He just kind of struts out his normal badass orky self.
Level 15 sailor.
You notice the storm has effectively, has calmed down. It's still, the waters are still a little sloshy. It's still a little stormy. But it's not quite as, and you notice over the period you've been here, it's slowly kind of blowing itself out. And the female seems to be more subdued, and he seems to not jerk her around quite as much, but he still has a firm grasp of her hair. And then
That's the way I like it too.
all of a sudden, the entire ocean goes
They
flat and
stop
still.
jerking her.
Very, very, very calmly. It's kind of like you see that last wave, and then everything just kind of stops.
I look around at the sailors like I told you there's nothing to worry about.
And the female's like, let me see! And he just kind of drags her to the side. And she's like, wait a tick. And before your boat, we'll use the books as an example. Basically, a mountainous form erupts out of the ocean, and it takes on semi-humanoidal form. You see, as this thing kind of erupts out of the ocean, huge arms, and you can tell it has armpits because there's arms and then torso. But but you don't see really any head. It's just kind of like mountainy rock comes up out of the ocean, and
Fucking lizard. Who's an enlarged person and stone skin like a dick.
you see
Never stop talking.
No.
him turn to the captain and says, "Get your ship away from here." And he, with her, says, "You're helping," and they dive into the ocean. And the captain immediately barks, "Hard astern!" And the ship starts asterning.
English? Is that common?
What, the...
No, what the captain said.
Oh, yes, he's
Is that common?
he's using nautical terminology.
Jargon.
Even.
You speak real pretty like.
Real purry, you got a purry mouth. So the boat starts turning, the sails are filling, and everybody's panicking as this giant monstrous spore of earth erupts out of the ocean. And shortly after the two dove into the ocean, you suddenly see monstrous versions of themselves coming up out of the ocean. Like, level 20 enlarged spells have been cast on them.
Exactly.
Just massive versions of them, standing up. And you see them shouting, but the volume of air, the volume that they're saying, it's beyond your ability to hear it. You can just hear, like, when he speaks, it sounds like, thunder just is erupting out of him as he's, bellowing, you assume, challenges to the giant rock thing. And you see Crazy McCrazy Lady with her crazy hair, you assume, because her hair is very out there. She's got that old lady hair, not the nice kept white buns, but the crazy, cat lady hair, So she's also coming out, and he's got basically a giant axe of lightning, and she seems to be standing up and uttering something and flinging balls of water at this giant being, and you see water ball hitting him and staggering him back a few steps, but he basically, the giant earth elemental rights itself, and you just see him start, in slow motion, slugging each other, him versus Titan version of man you saw earlier, start slugging each other with their weapons.
Not that it matters. I say out loud to the whole boat. But we're never going to get our stuff that we were promised by that guy, are we? Ever.
Probably not.
So the he's stepping forward, issuing orders, but you can tell his confidence is waning a little bit. He wants to get his ship away as quickly as possible. The ocean is completely still except for the massive sloshing that these giant beings are creating. And as the conflict between them continues, you suddenly see bits of water she's been flinging at the giant earth elemental. You can see, while everybody make a perception check. Assuming you're watching the fight. If you don't give a crap about it, because I know you're insane, so you
I'm
probably
busy
don't care.
trying to help.
I looked at it once and went,
Help sell a ship, so you're not really
12.
looking. 12 and 20. Okay, so you see she's flinging these giant water balls.
Aquafina!
Aquafina, go! Splash! I'm just saying, if you had an Aquafina chucked at you, it probably would hurt.
trust me.
But you
Look
see
out,
the
baby.
water hits, and you see little water beings, grabbing on and trying to, pull apart, and you see little rock beings coming out and smashing the water beings. Not beings, beings. But one of these, a giant droplet from one of these water attacks actually hits this thing with such force and bounces back that it actually lands onto the boat. And suddenly you have 4 water beings on board the ship, and they seem quite hostile. So let's roll initiative.
Friendly fire.
Can't I use my no? Why is my initiative?
Did you say your no?
was
Can I use my no? No! And they all dissipate. I win.
That's called,
Don't have time for this.
It's called what?
It's called blue deck.
Blue deck?
Yeah, I got a 6. And I have an
I see you trying. I cast
level 2 yet,
I care so little.
looking at
My initiative
stuff.
5.
5. Excellent.
Mine is 6.
So you'll be like,
You guys are clearly just very distracted by
The bar's
either
music
the
is
workings
playing.
of your own minds or the hecticness of the ship or the giant
His
Clash of
graphics are
Titans. So we
Bar's
have...
busy looking at people on the boat like, why are you trying to get away? Your lives are meaningless. You're pirates on a shitty boat with a shitty captain.
Why are you still talking?
Obviously, they're horrible costumes.
Wow.
Some wizards summon some small elementals. Don't worry about it. We'll be alright.
Well, maybe we can make friends with them.
If you charmed them.
Yeah, sure.
I saw the shake. Okay, I'm just trying to be, an optimist.
You can make friends with them. I have faith in you. Just get a little bit closer.
It looks like they don't like us.
Are you sure?
Mm.
Maybe, they haven't warmed up to you yet.
Well, luckily, the captain is right next
You're
to
right,
us.
I
So
should just
whatever he
perform
does,
and see if I charm
Exactly,
them. We
but
should
you-
perform together.
You should get closer, though. Like, 5 feet away, maybe.
Do we see the dwarf anywhere, by the way?
But yeah, Thoknar
Yeah.
stuck on the boat. I have a poem if he's not, but it matters. Is it Thoknar?
He was rescued.
God damn it.
Okay, so
Five people to
Genevieve,
kill.
what was your initiative?
I got 6.
And that was correct, Genevieve, right?
Yes.
And Talir, correct?
16.
16. I've straight
5.
forgotten. What's your character's name?
Sarah.
Sarah.
Sirik, that's right.
just not spelled.
I want
like
to cast
Sarah forgot.
friends on him.
And then
like, bro,
patience.
we have to
Patience.
save the boat.
12.
And watch him go running up into the combat.
Alright, so Talir, you are first to act.
And then cast Natasha's hideous laughter on him.
Oh my god.
The bard spends his entire time getting NPCs killed as we do the fighting. Seems fitting.
Who's first to act?
All the rolls.
Sorry,
Who's
what?
first to act?
Talir is.
That's what I'm going to do. with my
Is that
character.
correct?
That's what my character would do.
I'm saying your name right? Okay, I just want to make sure.
I had a poem about Talir in the dwarf. Now the dwarf has to die because it's written down that he's dead. I've deemed it as so.
Well.
The editor is here. Step to the dwarf.
Genevieve, what is your +2 dexterity? Or your +2 initiative, I should say.
Would that be my... It's +2.
+2, okay.
But I already added it to my 4.
Yeah.
Half elves are the shit. Again, people, if you're playing D&D 5th edition, half elves are the way to go.
I play hobgoblins.
Dwarves, I usually don't die.
That's because it's you. Every other class you've played has been like an insta-death.
One!
And the characters that don't die can't hit the broadside of a barn.
Well, they either can't hit the broadside of the barn or they obliterate the barn. It's either or. There's no in between.
That's true.
Alright.
Either roll 3s and 1s or 20s and 19s.
Alright, so Talir, what are you doing? What are you doing? What is your action?
What does it look like the crew and the captain are doing?
So the crew is mostly continuing their route. Those that are nearest are going "Ee!" and kind of getting away from them as they're trying to keep the ship violently rocked when this hit, and they're trying to keep the ship going. And the captain's like, "You lot, keep working. I'll take care of this." Little Whipper's like, "Yeah, get him, Captain! Woo! I'll help too!" And, while he's brandishing, Little Whipper's brandishing her 3-inch long whip. Got him!
Little Whipper's a name for James' penis.
You should see a doctor. I will approach I'll approach next to the captain and be like, did we kill them?
Excuse me, Captain. Do you want us to help? Kind of looks over his shoulder with like a, yeah.
Oh, you just look so big and strong. I thought you could do it yourself.
Could, but I need to get this done as fast as possible so we can get out of here.
I'm gonna hold my action, and if one comes near me, I'll attack it. But I'm
Okay.
gonna let the captain go first.
No, I get you. So you walk up, you ask him like, "Do you need help, or you got this, bro?" Because he seems quite
Not be
capable
scared
of,
gods.
yeah.
Giant rocks swinging their fists, to be honest.
And
Wizards.
so it's at this point, you see that they're moving forward. It's not one go, like everybody's fluidly moving. So you brace yourself as they seem to be coming at you. Patience, what are you going to do in these moments of conflict?
2 cutlasses. Get up there.
All right. So you want to engage them?
Yeah.
All right. So you engage them. You run up to them. There's basically 2 you can swing on. Doesn't matter which one. Make your attack or attacks.
Attacks.
Dun, dun, dun.
13.
Is a hit. Roll damage.
What? You did more than 2 damage?
Is it 3?
It's 4.
Yeah.
6 damage.
He made his invuln save.
And the second attack.
What?
I have 2-handed weapons.
He has 2 one-handed weapons.
Rangers get that?
They get
It's
to
a
weapon
battle.
fighting.
It's a. You can choose to either be
God.
proficient in archery or range, or so 14, 15,
Or
16
two-handed
to hit.
weapons. Or
16 to hit is a
There's actually
hit.
a 4th one I don't wanna do.
5.
All right.
Dueling.
Yeah, dueling.
So you just, and your blades cut straight through it. You see some water fleck out of it as your blades cut through it,
Swab the
and
death.
it seems to just continue its motion unabated. After that is the elementals, or not elementals, but the water beings. Go ahead and make an attack of opportunity as one flows past you to engage the captain.
12.
12 is a miss. You go to swing at him, and he just kind of right past you. And these guys maneuver very flowingly.
Flip us, the one with the bow and the one with the spear. He's the one with the spear.
Okay.
No. One next behind the captain. But that's because he went and asked the captain.
Oh, okay. It didn't really matter to me. I just
really
threw something out
confused
there.
for a second. Yeah.
I think you're up near the front of the boat already.
Why is that near the phone?
Because you were
Running back and forth,
encouraging the crew.
Yeah.
I guess, yeah.
So is he in range of a spear to be smacked?
Yeah, if you have reach.
Should roll to attack first though. Oh, I rolled a 20.
Oh, nice. So you did we talk about how we wanted to handle crits? Did we want to go with confirming, or did we want to go with their
Last
basic
game
rules?
We did.
Because
Okay.
then the enemy would have to also confirm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is what you
So yes, and so for those of you new to combat, 'cause this is our first combat after the beta, so we are going to forego the basic crit rules, which in regular next, if you roll a 20, you automatically crit. We're going to go with the way you handled crits back in the day is after you roll a natural 20, you then have to roll to confirm. So he has successfully hit. Now we're going to see if he does the bonus damage by rolling a confirmation roll, which is followed by a d20. You just basically have to hit him again.
18.
Yep, you confirm the crit. So it's 2 weapon damage, or you get to roll an additional weapon die. So
I
if
just
you're,
rolled this twice.
yeah,
So that's 7 and 4, so 11.
all right.
The crits will get better, I promise.
No, it won't. Fair enough.
That's the last 20 of this game.
Ever.
Alrighty, so they moved up, and
I went. Ting, ting.
2 attacks against the brutish captain. 1 will hit, 1 will not. And what does he do?
Do, 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 do,
I will have a D12 that has 13 through 24, so I can roll either this over a D20.
I have rolled d12 in accident. I thought, that's awfully low. 5 people?
Then you, what do you do naturally roll the 20 on, which was
I hate you so much. Shut up.
So you see the one that dodged your attack, he was a little off kilter, so his attack just kind of, and the captain was able to avoid it and rolled around. But the other one slammed right into him, basically with a watery uppercut. You just see the cat, you know, and he's like rage in his eyes for a moment, and get the feeling he's quite pissed off. So then over here we've got one attack against you.
Barbarian captain of the sea.
14.
Hits.
All right. Hey, oh no, Meester. He does 5 points of damage to you. The
Well, that's more than half our health.
other one will attack.
Oh wait, we leveled up, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
That's more than a third of our health.
we'll have you up there. And that's a miss. Well, what's your AC? You have a decent dexterity, don't you?
It's 13.
Okay, yeah, it's a miss.
Okay.
So you're able to just kind of dexterously avoid its blows, and that makes it Genevieve, your turn to react.
Ooh. Well, I have a cutlass with me, so I guess I'll just use my pirate cutlass. Yarr. And I'm rolling crappy today.
One of us. One of us.
I got a 10 plus. What do I add?
You're to hit. So if you have a finesse weapon, you can add your dexterity to it. If you don't, then you add your strength modifier to it.
Plus proficiency, don't you?
Oh yeah, plus your proficiency.
So.
You should be like +2 proficiency.
And then +2 for dexterity, so 14.
Okay, that's a hit. So you roll your weapon damage and add your.
Since we got the pirate
Dexterity
cutlasses
modifier.
from the tower, what would I roll for that? Just a d6?
Yeah.
D6. That's what I've been using.
Is that a short sword?
2 is what you rolled.
Is it like
Yeah,
a short
plus
sword?
what, strength or?
If you use dex to hit, then you use
Okay,
dex to
then
wound.
4.
Okay,
damage.
so 4 damage altogether.
That has finesse for dexterity, so.
Oh, I did write it down.
On
That's-
whichever one was right in front of me.
Right.
I think it was the wet one.
Which
It's the
one?
wet one.
Is that their battle cry?
Indeed it is. How could you tell, sir?
Wild stab in the dark.
Or into
Just
the
like
water.
most of our attacks.
I'll stab in the water.
Alrighty, so you did 4 points of damage to it.
And
Alright.
yeah.
Is that your turn?
Unless I can do something else that isn't a free action.
No. Alrighty, so that's your turn. So, Cyric.
So, as they're all fighting, I'm leaning up against the mass. I look from the combat, kind of scan across, and see Thoknar and go, well, fuck. So I stand up and I go, hey, Thoknar! Buddy, man, you just can't stand over there doing nothing. Let's go over here and help these guys out. And I cast Charm Person.
We will kill all your NPCs.
Alrighty, it's a DC check for him?
Yep.
Yeah? Alright, so his DC check is,
Probably through the roof.
what's your
13.
DC? 13? I rolled a 15 naturally on that. I'm sorry. He's like, I'm a dwarf. Your magic mind tricks don't work on me.
Okay, we
Was
should still help.
Yeah. You just casted spells at me. I saw the hubbada, and it seemed to be directed at me.
No, the guy behind you.
He looks behind him. Looks like an orc. That's where he's like, there's nobody.
There's an orc behind you.
Someone's got to drag your asses out of the fire. So he'll double move up there, and he's armed. He's got piratey gear on him, so he basically runs forward.
Right.
I got my eye on you.
Right next to me.
Good.
Huh?
Yeah. So he runs up there.
Do I notice the small dwarf I hate so much run up next to me?
It's up to you. It's if you happen to have a chance to glance over, you would see him in his stubby little self.
Only if I look down, though.
Exactly. So is that your turn, sir? You're just going to cast...
Yeah, I can't do anything else.
just try to convince others. Okie dokie. Suddenly, the orc lets loose a... battle cry, "Fight harder, lads!" And surprisingly enough, you feel empowered by
See a
this,
barbarian.
and you actually will fight a little bit harder. So everybody, your next attack roll will have advantage to it.
Woo.
He's a barbarian.
What's that thing?
Wolf totem.
Ah,
So then he gets to swing.
I assume.
barbarian.
Put my dice.
Amazing then.
Well, you have to pick which
I don't have the strength for that. But
So he lashes out with his. Actually, I need to make one more dice roll. With his two axes, and he seems to just be
bard that ever walked the surface of the
Slashing.
boat.
just a whirl of spinning axes of death and destruction.
Yep, he's a barbarian. Not bard. Bar.
Bar. He's a barber.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what did it?
Alan
Only
became
instead
a
of cutting off hair,
barbarian.
he cuts off heads.
Close shave. Very close. We call him Sweeney Orc.
And
his
then
little whipper.
we're at 11 plus. Oh, that would hit anyway. And then this one, because he has advantage.
Kill everything.
Did he get 3 attacks?
He got 4 attacks.
4 attacks.
He's got dual wielding 2 axes, so I gave him an additional attack for that.
Oh, I bet he's at least level 9 or something.
He's very, you get the feeling that he swings his weapons. Like, those of you of the fighter side, you realize that he seems to just be, like, incredibly deft and very knowledgeable. So, like, he's just kind of flowing with the combat. That punch clearly woken him up, you know. He was like, oh, these guys mean business. And they actually hit me.
Terminator mode.
All right, wow. I guess I get to use my skills after all. I thought I was just going to have to walk forward and bitch slap him. He's actually fighting instead of just kind of walk forward, bitch slap them. Yeah, so he does a ton of damage.
We need a bag of holding. We'll just
3.
water.
Put them in it, shut it, and throw it over them.
You fill it and then you shake it really hard. And then
So you
shove
see
it all
him,
the way.
basically every attack that he launches at these guys
They get really
hits.
confused.
And,
Look at
And they go through a fish.
Jesus.
I think
That must be terrible
my
for water
next
element.
favorite
Being
enemy
sucked up
will
by
be
fish all day
elementals.
right through the gill.
9, 7, and...
That was my arm. Give that back.
So you can make him get it.
Unless the current takes them away.
Binding my arm.
If only there was more water to put onto my stump.
And then,
I understand how water elementals work. You don't have to tell me.
I assume I have to tell you all about magic since you don't seem to be very good at it.
Why don't we just tell them
Fuck
we're on
you.
the side of their master if they're sentient?
I gotta get my
and not
DCs
just
higher.
like death water things.
Do some push-ups.
Seems pretty much Death Water thing.
Death water things.
I'll show you
okay.
later.
I like when they're
Because-
sentient.
I cut the strings.
Because
What?
she's
I cut
cutting
the
them
strings
off
of your
like
loot.
ammo.
I don't use
So.
them.
Yeah.
Remember, I hate music.
Oh yeah, you just.
Has ever seen Cloverfield? The mice.
I haven't.
Uh,
I've missed out on a lot of movies, unfortunately.
I've decided my bard will never use inspiration or will always be cutting words. So
Really?
don't ever expect any sort of inspiration from him.
I'll try inspiration. I'll be like, yeah, guys, you can do it.
Until you go all Xena.
I'll see how cutting
Until
words
I
can
go all
affect these
Xena.
guys.
And then I might be
Huh?
like,
I'll see.
guys,
He
you
doesn't
have
have
to
it
do
yet. Once
this.
he does, he'll
Or
go.
he will die.
He'll
Why
use
is your
limericks
voice
to-
deeper?
Because I am Xena now.
You confuse and anger the elemental.
Alright, so I just want to show you, like, so you know how
She's
badass
kind
this
of
guy
got a
is.
deep
So
voice.
his weapons, you know, crackle
Like
with
a surly
power.
woman.
And between his 4 attacks, he
Kills 2.
20.
Oh, 4.
okay. So he you see him kind of focus on the one to his right in front of you, to Lear, and he just and it just explodes. It's gone. It's he obliterates it, and then he has about enough time in those 6 seconds to bring his axe down on the other one and just do a buttload of damage to it. So I mean, he slices it in half, and it does still reform, but it's very you see a lot of water hit the deck after his attack, and it's just a lot of it seems to be struggling to maintain its form. So ultimately, just so you understand, how much damage appeared over their heads, he did 73 points of damage all with his attacks.
Why don't I have a
So in terms of going, the reason why I tell you this is that way you understand how good at combat he is.
So we don't try to
And so when you your characters would see him just being a whirling ball of axey death, and you're like, well,
we want him on our
damn.
side.
So just so if you feel like, man, that captain's a chump, I could take him on. He is not a chump. He's very powerful.
Unless you take him in his sleep.
Alrighty, so he was suitably impressive. So back to the top of the order, to Lear.
I softened him up for you. Yeah. I will move.
I'm gonna just try to convince myself of that.
I will move around to the captain's side and attack the next one that's in front of him.
Okay.
I'll
weakened
take my
one?
Trying to use
spear.
your reach, so I'll put you there. How about that?
Sure.
Okay.
Two-weapon fighting is actually very forgiving in this.
You have advantage as well, in case you don't hit.
Oh, I do. Are we flanking, technically?
You actually,
because of
his battle cry actually invigorated you into...
Strength beyond
So you
your
missed?
ability.
Well, I rolled a 3, so that totals up to an 8.
Oh, so you rolled a 5 and a 3? Or did you roll a
2 and a
3?
3.
I
Oh,
rolled
2
below
and
a
3.
10,
Oh.
so...
On both dice, wow. You were clearly just in awe. You just kind of like, God, wow. Yeah, dude, I just, whoo! Please don't kill me. Oh, that's right, we're in combat. I was mesmerized by how
Sorry,
badass that orc
I haven't
is.
seen such prowess since I left the temple. I'm scared again.
If I hear you say that, I'm like, I have prowess.
Is that a come on?
Alright,
I can't
patience.
tell.
Advantage
I'm
is
so
2,
confused.
20.
Yeah, you roll 2, and this would be for both attacks.
Yeah,
You
so
have,
I
yes.
got 4.
Yeah.
Oh, look, that's much better.
Yeah.
I'm a great fighter.
19
That's a much better
and a
roll.
17.
You're a great biter?
Fighter!
Yes.
What's
Easy, down boy.
Yeah, you're
I don't
19,
even
you're
care.
19 and
I'm
17
over here
naturally.
Yeah.
You
Dwarf to
hit.
die. I mean, hi, Thoknar.
I think
my
I think
God,
a cutlass
he's
would be
alive.
like a scimitar, which I think is a high threat weapon, so it's 1920. So roll to confirm on your 19.
Alright,
I don't care if he dies.
13.
Yep, you confirm. So roll 2 weapon damage for that one, and then
Can I
a
blow another personal spell?
Two-handed weapon and
I'm
5th
gonna
edition
toss
is
it
really
to you.
forgiving.
I don't know.
There's no
I think
downsides to it other than not adding
What's that
your modifier if you don't have the skill like a hunter does.
Yeah.
So it's super easy.
Very
6,
good.
7, 8,
Yes.
9,
I assume his
11,
intelligence score is
12,
higher than that.
18.
Otherwise, it doesn't work.
18 altogether.
Who? Thognar?
Yeah, that spell doesn't work on people with...
18 altogether.
Yeah.
And
Yay! Go patience!
So
I'm cheering you on.
it wouldn't work on the majority of the
I'm
crew.
actually doing things. Look at me.
Yay! We're not gonna die. I'm so proud of us. Go team!
All right, so your weapons continue to slash. More water comes out. So there's the elemental is formed, but
Eventually,
there's
I'm
water
gonna
all over the
splash.
deck where you've been slashing.
I'm gonna splash all the water off the deck eventually.
That's effectively what you're doing to this thing, and I mean you're taking I guess those attacks are critical. You put the wide part of your cutlass through it
wide
and really
blade is
splash
actually working better.
Is there a bucket nearby we can just grab and like?
Anybody
Get
got a
a
shovel?
pen
I think that would work
inside,
better than these.
It probably wouldn't work.
All right, so these guys are gonna attack again.
Put it on the
So
deck, like as a cup, like yeah.
Someone
and
give
then
me
it
some
reforms
paper.
as a little mini and it comes out.
so
You just drop your weapons,
against
grab
the
the
captain
cup,
because he's the biggest threat. That'll be a hit against.
I should do that next
ocean.
one. I go, God, for fuck's sake, pick up a bucket.
Oh wow, miss. And then against Genevieve. That's a hit.
It's a hit.
Yep, you got a
Quick,
hit on
get
you.
a barrel of alcohol, dump it on, the crew will go.
Woo! Woo, that was almost.
Sailors, they're drunkards. You dump alcohol, the water elementals will drink it.
6 points of damage as it wallops you. Now you got to make a escape check, which is either athletics or
Can it be
acrobatics.
acrobats? Yay,
Yes.
I got an 18.
Oh, yeah.
Unless I also add my proficiency bonus, in which case it would be 20, but it's 18.
Well, you blew it out. No. So you felt that like the water kind of clung to you a little bit as after it hit you, but you were able to just completely avoid it in some really fancy spinny move that you came up with at the last second to avoid it.
Yay!
So you avoided being clung to.
Woo!
The damage still remains, however,
Okay.
and oh yeah, we got to roll damage against the captain, which is pointless, but
It might
You
matter
never know.
eventually if we try to kill him.
I have DR5.
okie dokie. So, Genevieve, it's your turn.
I attack the one that just tried to cling to me
Absolutely.
with my cutlass, and I get a
Must be the
proficiency.
Thought-Nar, the
What
water
do I add?
+2, and then your strength or dexterity mod.
Okay, so 16
This is why you can't.
plus
Edit.
my proficiency.
Yes.
This is why you can't keep
All
your
right.
hand.
So
keep trying to beat
roll.
them
You
all.
hit it. So roll damage.
Okay, and that's a d6, right?
Yep. D6, and you're gonna add your
I don't think
water
I.
elementals.
dexterity mod because you're using it as a finesse.
Okay, so
I
5.
understood.
All right. So you splash into it.
Pat my own leg over here.
There's nothing here. It's fault.
No.
Okay.
For real, would a bucket work against this thing?
Oh, you can try.
No, I think my turn's over. Unless I can use a free action to throw a bucket at it.
No, you'd probably have to disengage and try to find a bucket along the sides of the ship.
Instead of a bucket, how about a mop instead?
Splunge.
If I have a
Ring it out,
flask.
splunge. Ring it out. Cyric.
Look over. Thoknar's over there. I'm not going to cast another spell on him just yet. I'm going to wait to see if there's anybody left to kill him. So I'm going to pull my crossbow out. Or my short bow, rather.
Is it gonna go through the water being and into Thognar?
I don't think it's fine between them.
He's angrier that Thoknar lived than I was at Thoknar having tried to kill him.
I wrote a poem about it.
I'm glad you said something about Thoknar. I went ahead and made his attacks. He critted, and then I rolled max damage. It was pretty funny.
So
Well, dang, now we have to kill him before he kills me.
I rolled an 11 to hit the water elemental. Water
All right.
thing.
With
My
like
bow.
with your bow. Okay, you rolled an 11. So which one? The closest one?
Yeah.
Alrighty. So you were 11. Did you have advantage?
Oh, shit.
Your battle cry inspires you as well.
Oh, that's much better. So 22.
Nice. So you do hit it this time. So roll damage.
What?
It's not me this time.
Do you not have a modifier to add to that?
So 4 total.
Thank God. You softened him up for the captain.
I saw,
The arrow just goes. Bloop.
damn magic.
Can I dual wield slings? Seems like that'd be fun.
You
It
could.
has
like
to
a
be-
dancer, have glow sticks in them.
I used sling for
It has to
like
be a
until
light
I was level
melee
4
weapon.
once. It was awful. I
The
did
whole-
like no damage.
The
Alrighty.
stipulations of light
So
You go level 5 wizard and then.
that was
I don't know.
Cyric.
Yeah.
So this time I'll just go ahead and make Thoknar's attack,
Heal
so that way I don't
people
forget him
and
again.
throw rocks.
Cool. So Thoknar, using his cutlass, does some more damage. He's not missing yet. So then the captain, let's face it, he's gonna pretty much.
Destroy everything.
Need to smash you.
You
It
can get
didn't
back.
go anywhere.
It's just sitting on the floor wet now.
It's like,
Gone forever!
we'll watch it.
Nope. Too late.
Yeah.
It's gone.
If I stick it in Thoknar, will you want it back?
I can just see him kneeling on the deck in front of a wet arrow. It's gone forever.
in front of the arrow. No!
It was my best arrow.
Next turn I'm shooting Thoknar.
In the butt.
Oh, my bad. I meant to shoot the watery thing. Oops. It's 20 feet that way. I'm really bad at this.
There's wind! And the boat's rocking from the Titans. Wizards.
Wizard type.
The giant wizards.
They could just be Titans.
The
Old
Voltron.
school wizards.
Godzilla, Mothra, the other one.
Kaiju.
Does she know about the kaiju?
No.
The boat's called the Gypsy Dancer.
Is it? That's my screen name.
What?
That's one of my screen
Is it
names.
really?
I have the worst psychic powers in the world.
Yeah, that's one of my two.
I'm sure you've seen it somewhere connected to her, and you just didn't think it through.
Scrolling her Facebook. Jeez.
Fucking
Yeah, that
stalker.
is my Facebook.
Is it really?
Oh. Now I have the horrible
I think.
psychic powers.
Is it the Gypsy Danger that was specifically?
I don't know.
I have never actually seen her set of rooms.
Me neither. I read the comic.
I didn't know the comic. Everything's a comic now, isn't it? Movies
Oh,
are
okay, yeah.
comics.
So you just see him. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm very animated. I apologize. So you just see him kind of do this.
If you walk in front of me,
And he
fall.
just trains right through two elementals. And he stops right over here. And he's like, this fight's quite refreshing as he wipes the
Water.
seawater off him.
covered in
Off his very manly,
water gore.
very orky,
Water
muscly
gore.
bound body. But for those of you paying attention to how badass he is, he did 69 points of damage. So he is.
I'm all going, blinking, going, and he just marches through. Very sad I couldn't finish that by myself.
So, top of the order, Talir.
Well, dang.
You gonna kill the last one?
I'm just gonna hold my action because, that's not even any point going over there. Just, nope.
Talir just leans on a spear. Well, I'm not sure why he said, yeah, join in.
Apparently the pain train is going to the station right
And
now.
I missed the ride.
Yeah.
When you
All right.
look around, the bard's pointing at Thoknar.
Already my action because I don't know what the hell the bard's doing, but I have a feeling I'm gonna hit somebody in the face real quick right now.
I really want to be the only slave survivors. That's what I really want. That's what I'm trying to get across to everybody.
I don't want to kill him. I want to cut his beard off.
I like that.
All right. So Talir holds his turn. Patience.
I just kind of I prepare for a dodge if it goes after me, but I'm like, why bother?
Okay. So Patience and Talir both just go, all right, well, I don't know what the point is.
Little Whipper's probably taking a nap. He hasn't healed at all.
He's
Why
probably.
Why do you-
probably on top
Little
of
Whipper
it.
is
Enjoying
just...
it.
Party win.
Is he making the noise too?
yeah.
So it's,
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Sounds like a roll.
Oh, well,
Sounds
lucky for
little
you,
bit.
the elemental decided to hit the captain.
Woo, good. I would have died if I saw a 5 there.
Okay.
really? Oh.
We don't get much hit points as a bard.
No.
Did you level up?
I haven't done those stats yet. I
What?
added 1 hit point just.
You added just 1 hit point?
Just add 5. Add 5 plus
Add
your
5
con. 5
plus-
plus your con.
To what I already had?
No.
To your
5
to-
plus
your-
con.
Well,
Your total.
The one would have.
Well,
been
you
your
should have
con,
to.
you
You have to roll when you level up.
They also have the
Yeah,
option.
there's
Oh.
the option.
Average.
Oh, that's right. Or take
Plus-
the average. That's right. So the average is. So you have an option. You can either roll a dice and risk it and try to get more hit points, or you can just take the average
Plus your con.
plus your con. Yeah.
Like for 100, it's a D10 roll or a 6 plus your con.
So it'd be 7 for first level. We'll do it in the.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's much
That's why I
cooler in
didn't
here
do
than
it.
door show.
Unlikely
One of
story.
Sorry, Lacey.
Look at this.
She only owns one pencil.
I do. I only own pens.
So that was that. That leaves it.
Can't do pen.
Genevieve, you just saw the captain get walloped a little bit, but he seems to like it. I don't know. It's weird.
Just probably in the main house playing squids.
But it's your turn. What would you like to do? Do you wish to continue to fight this guy, or do you want to be like everybody else, too cool to fight? And...
I will attack it.
All right, so roll your beautiful bean footage.
Illusory little noisemaker.
I got a
You're making
10.
that noise. Stop it.
So it's otherworldly maneuver
Am I
made it
still
hard to.
inspired?
No.
No.
On your parade.
It's it was a 1 turn effect.
Okay.
No, this is raining on that parade.
Well, that's awkward. Everyone put away their weapons, and then I make a fool of myself. But okay.
Well, I mean, you made it. You made a thrust, and it, just because it's watery.
It's a
it just,
wacky,
so you embarrass yourself. If you roll the 1, you'd embarrass yourself.
Okay.
As you just go drop your weapon. Huzzah! Oh crap! You just didn't hit it. So you make an attack and miss. Cyric.
Be true to thine own self.
Yeah, has the dwarf come in?
Yes, the dwarf has. I put him in the captain at the very bottom of the order.
Okay.
Tasha's hideous laughter.
All right. Is that another beat the DC?
Yep.
All right.
Can
I continue
Everybody pray.
Can I continue the
Fuck you,
streak
James.
of
Dear Lord,
destroying
fuck
his
you,
DC?
Fuck you, James. Amen.
Oh my gosh.
15.
Fuck, I hate you.
Sorry.
Oh my gosh.
So DC spells are pointless in this game. Got it.
All right. So
Only against people
you
you
try to
want
make
to
him.
want.
He's like, I'm a dwarf. Me people are known for magic resistance.
No, that's not true.
It's not magic.
It's not magic. I don't cast magic. I told you a joke about how all your friends are dead.
Sure for that. It's stupid.
Which dice do I want to
Wait,
use?
do I
You
see
know what?
Lognar doing something?
Because
Yeah.
he did ready his action for Thognar to do something.
Yeah. Were you
Are
gonna
you
try to
literally
intercept?
right
You just see
behind
him just turn around. Alright, not enough of your shit, and he just looks like he's menacingly coming towards
Yeah, I'm gonna hit him as
Cyric.
hard as I can when his back turns.
All right, so make a surprise. So give yourself advantage on this attack, as it's a surprise attack.
19.
You're using a spear?
Yes.
Okay, so I don't know if 19 if it's a high crit weapon or not. Probably not. I think it's probably like a ×3
In
weapon.
front of Mr. Orc Captain? I don't know. He might praise you, but he might also be upset.
It is not.
It is not okay. So
Where do you even
yeah.
look for the what page?
It's under. It's just on the weapons. If it says 19 to 20,
149.
like I believe scimitars are considered high crit. So 19, 20, they
Actually, no, it doesn't have that.
really, huh?
Did they change hookers?
I guess they did. I guess there is no high crit weapons in this game.
Huh?
And specified otherwise?
Yeah.
I'll look later.
Alright.
Either way, so you rolled the 19. So go ahead and roll damage. You did hit him.
5.
All right. So you came up behind him and stabbed him with your spear.
Where do
Good
you
amount
think
of
you're going?
good amount of damage, and he's just gonna.
Uh-oh.
Traitors! Cowards, all of you! And spin around and make an attack. And he's going to get, I would guess, at least a 14. Is that going to hit you, or is that going to...
Nope.
Nope, cool. So he'll make an attack and miss.
Gosh.
So that makes it the captain's turn. And
You're immune to sleep, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I think everyone except Patience says.
I only have one left, though.
We can always rest after this battle, assuming James doesn't keep us going until we
Yeah,
die in
I'll
our
rest
feet
that.
bleed.
I don't want to rest while there are 3 titans punching each other in the face. I'm
Uh,
surprised the boat hasn't flipped over at this point.
it's funny you say that.
Rock
Thank you for the idea.
Little whipper cleans to your face for life.
Oh, yeah. It's dead.
It is dead.
So the captain just continues walking forward in his train of death, and he just
Again,
obliterates
minor illusion,
the.
the little sound maker. Woo! Drop it, throw it, dissipates.
So that's over, and he just spends some time drying his weapons. All right, get us away from those things. And the ship continues to boogie.
Does he notice us killing the dwarf?
Yeah, he just comes over and, am I gonna have to pull out a little whipper? Or can we just stand this shit down?
Well, the dwarf did.
Eyes light up.
The dwarf did threaten the bard in the middle of combat.
I was just trying to help.
He stabbed me in the back! He was casting spells at me!
I was trying to cast spells.
Don't care. No mind. Let's keep on going.
I look at the dwarf and I go. After the captain walks past me.
You just see him hold up his axe. You too.
I didn't think your face could get any uglier.
Yeah, we'll see who gets the last laugh.
Me. Usually me.
I'll guard you guys while you sleep.
It's usually me who gets the last laugh. Well, I mean, you do laugh before you die, usually. Yes. But
Do you normally laugh before you die?
Die before you laugh? I don't know what's going on.
Yep, I don't see any critical ranges.
Oh, okay. Well, that's alright. Well, my mistake. I gave you a little bit of extra damage, but
Yeah, I got to splash some more water.
you gotta splash some more water. Alright, so you guys sail away.
come sail away. Come sail
Exactly.
away. Come sail
Away
away.
with me. So you get a fairly distance away, and you can tell, that it seems like the Battle of the Titans is over for at least now, as you can see two beings trot off, and then disappear shortly. And you hear the clap of thunder in the distance.
Did
Well,
our,
what's
So
the
they're
captain?
gone?
did our wizard that promised us shit just die?
Well, the captain. So, who were they? They seem very put out.
Oh, that was
Was it Umberly?
The real
it was
fish.
it was Talus and Umberly, and I did say I was the blessed of the seven. That's
Seven
me. Oh, the seven gods of this here place. Not here trying to
The seven gods of the sea, or just in general?
of basically Nylander, Nylandthier. Sorry, which if I can find my notes.
Powerful wizards giving out blood.
Effectively, Talos, the greater god, is he actually, that's what he has, the three lightning symbols on his chest, on his breastplate, represents that. He's got Talos, he also has Umberly, because, hey, they're in the ocean. If I can find my notes, I can tell you more. Because I actually wrote it all out. Shockingly
What?
enough. I know, what?
That's actually really surprising, guys.
It is very surprising. I normally just bullshit it, but I actually made a character that
He gets +8 to bullshit, and in circumstances he loves fairies.
yeah.
That's
Well,
fairies. Yes.
anytime I can work him in, I do.
It's because we hate him. That's the only reason. It's because we hate them.
It's just the same fairy.
But I'll give you more info about it later. I have my notes somewhere. I just can't find them. It's crazy. Shut up. But Talos is the greater god of the seven that he currently has. He also has the orc god Grumsh. Also has blessed him. So
Strong
This
wizard.
guy goes around getting blessings from God.
it's just he overcame many trials, and it was just that he has become basically warlord over the Nethlithir Islands, and has become just he's actually united all 200 something different factions. He brought them all under his rule, and then he's a pirate king, so he's got Umberly's blessing. He fights constantly, so he's got Talus's because he just goes where the winds take him, and makes war upon just about anything he finds. He's like, oh, hey, you have shit? I want shit. So he just takes it. And that's kind of he's very, where the winds blow me, it's all good.
Where the winds blow.
You're such a sexual person.
I guess he has the blessing of the wind god.
Yeah, whoa.
Blows me lots? Is that her name?
Yeah. So, her oral is quite amazing. So, that's why on the maps it's always, and that's the winds. So there you go. Yeah, so the boat gets away. The god fight seems to be over for now. And the captain's like, all right, well...
Fight.
What? Wizard fight. I'm sorry, yes.
Wizard.
Really powerful wizard fight. The captain's like, all right, well, we got to go over to Calimshan and make port there.
Cool.
Effectively, we have to find
I saw
where that guy went.
massively.
And so, oh, you saw him massively? Oh, yes, because you just came from there, didn't you?
Hey, what's the word? Oolah?
Big guy.
Ulag.
Ulag.
Ulag, the blessed of the seven.
Excuse me, Ulag. Are you still planning to sell us the
Just call him
slaves?
Log.
Mr. Log.
Mr. Log.
Are you related to Mr.
I
Loaf
said Ulag.
of meat?
All I heard was Log. Hello, Log. It's Ulag. Ulag, blessed of the seven.
Ulag.
Excuse you.
Blessed of the seven. Are you still planning to sell us as slaves, or since we apparently did whatever it was you wanted us to do, are we now working for you? What is the deal?
I'd almost rather be a slave.
I'm just curious.
He's still a slave. The other three of you are now under my employ.
Can
I said I'd free you.
Oh, okay, that's fine then.
No, you wanted to be a slave. You get to be a slave.
Little Whipper.
Can
Is
he be
that a
our
wink?
slave? Can he
You
be
get
our
to be Little
slave?
Whipper's Little Whipper.
Wait, is that my job? I will make another character right now.
I will be Little Whipper right now.
Little Whipper's Little Whipper. When Little Whipper can't make it, they send like, I would make my barbarian. It'd be a happy day. Sarah could be like, I get to do what now?
There is a god.
Praise be Ulag, the greatest captain ever.
Do we have to go to Calimshan?
That's where we're gonna start hunting down rumors.
I can feel my zen breaking. I walked all the way from Calimshan across a desert to get to a port, to get on a ship
To get away from college.
that you then pillaged, kept me in for 100 days, and you're taking me back there.
Yeah.
Fun, isn't it?
What he said.
Just see him kind of flex his ridiculously huge muscles,
Cool.
and you feel like the conversation on that end has just
Over.
ended.
So about this.
Might makes right.
I wanna go punch a dwarf.
So about
Can
this
we?
Trish
Where's he at?
character that came from the tower.
The one
Too
you run
bad.
up to him, and there'll be a grapple check. We're gonna see which one goes overboard.
Are you guys gonna do a
Let him
flying
do it.
jack and then just like shot?
I know I can't overpower a dwarf. I don't need to. I can outsmart
What about this
that dwarf any
Trish
day.
character from the
I
tower?
don't know, he's getting kind of smart.
What about this
bullshit.
Trish character
He likes
from the
women.
tower?
Tell him to
That's
stop
what
it.
you guys have got. You're being sent
just
to
pointed at her.
help
He goes,
track him down. That's
"Uh-huh."
what Ulog's mission was. He's like, they've tasked me to,
The wizards.
yes, whatever you want to call them, the beings that were on my ship,
Yeah.
to hunt down. You call them Trist.
That's what he called himself.
They might be aliens.
That's who we're going after. We're gonna find out. He's the being who requires other people to draw his strength. So he's gonna make himself
I
known.
think you're the-
So it's our job to build up a network and find them. Look, we're a pirate nation. We have hundreds of ships. We're gonna go out there. We're gonna find them, and then we're gonna kill them. So there you go. Pretty
Whatever
simple.
Did you see him? Pretty powerful wizard.
Well,
He can
we've got two,
extended and
and
reversed
we've
and
got
launched
one of the
more.
most powerful ones with us. So I'm sure we'll be all right. We've got their blessings. Just gotta let the winds blow you where they blow you, brother.
I don't have any blessings.
You don't
Start
do
working on it.
everything.
Just unite a pirate nation or two. You'll see them just fall in line.
I'd much rather. Never mind.
Rather just fall in love. Wait, what?
I'd much rather just, pull out that and...
So
So Calimshire we go. And
Yep.
5 minutes till break.
Unless you wanna just
Calimshan
jump
on
the
your
ship.
way.
Break?
Break. Sounds like a good time to make a break. So we're gonna be 10 or 15.
10.
10. We will be 10 minutes from now back.
Lacey, beam us up. fun.
Oh, sweet. Welcome back to Dice and Discourse. Our party was just about to make landfall at Calimport.
Wow, that was fast.
Yep. Well,
How
you're
far
actually
away were
really
we?
not that far away.
Very uneventful.
Well, we also
trip.
fast forwarding through all the dull times of. Wow,
Staring at the
boat
dwarf.
routine is really boring.
Whole trip.
Fast forwarding through, I see something that's blue. I hate you so much.
Except he's doing the thought.
You
Because
don't
now-
use it whispering. I see something blue. Every time you try to, I thought it was whispering.
I see something that's white.
Can you do that to the dwarf? Can you
I
please
spy
do
my
that?
little
Can you
eye.
do this to the dwarf, please? To the dwarf.
I'll play with you. I spy with my
Desperate
little eye.
for attention.
The bard pulls out a book and goes, Daddy issues.
Do they call you? Do they call you patience because you ruin everyone else's?
That is very astute.
Maybe.
I have a high wisdom score.
I never had any patience to begin with.
Maybe that's why
That
we
is
should be friends.
very self-evident.
Anyhow, and how you guys have landed in Calimport. It is a
Already?
bustling metropolis.
So we've rested.
I hate
Yes,
it.
everybody is rested.
Cool.
Effectively, the captain has had you guys work busily on the boat. If you had no idea what you were doing, he instructed you with the help of Little Whipper. So you guys are very proficient sailors. It took honestly, it takes about a week to get from where you were to here. So you weren't really at sea for very long, but you were able to very quickly pick up a lot of the more menial, labor-intensive tasks. So you guys have got a little more color, a little bit more spring to your step because you're a little bit healthier, but not so much enough to change your stat line. Sorry. So you guys also, for the time thus far, you guys have gained 400 experience. So that should put everybody at about 700, 800 experience in that realm. So about 200-300 more to level 3.
Plus what, 400?
Plus 400, so we're at
Yes.
700.
Yes, so everybody's at 700 experience currently.
That's the highest number we've seen in the game.
So you guys are waiting for the taxi into the port, as it's a very busy, bustling port, so you need to wait your turn to get docking permission. Shortly before making landfall, you guys got to go overboard and change the name of the ship. What do you guys want to name it? Nothing quite insulting. Remember, Captain will kill you.
I liked Gypsy Dancer. Oh.
Salty surprise?
One
No.
vote for Salty Surprise. One vote for Gypsy Dancer.
The Wind Whipper.
The Wind Whipper. Little Whipper likes that one, so 2 votes for that. Anything with Whipper in it, he loves it.
I like
And
the
he
winner.
loves whatever Little Whipper loves.
So,
Immediately my vote.
so everybody calls the ship now
The Wind
the
Whipper.
Wind Whipper.
Okay.
Little Whipper
What's
is
the whip?
ecstatic.
Dwarves.
James,
The sea.
you are super close to the camera right now. No, you're fine. Just be aware of when you're doing things.
Oh,
Apparently something's
okay.
changed. Just
But
be,
the resolution of that came out.
be advised.
Don't eat the camera.
We can see.
Can they see the pores on my face?
Yes.
Yes.
Like, pretty close.
It's ridiculous.
Okay.
Did somebody
Sorry.
press a button?
Extreme close.
I'm sure Lacey pressed it.
Drunken Lacey press the button.
That can
This
Lacey
is why you don't
character.
drink on the job, Lacey.
Yeah, Lacey. So,
Hi, Lacey.
Thanks for the snaps.
we're just letting her feel like she's part of the team. She who controls our chat. We love her.
Our
So,
cameras and our lives.
the captain comes out with a small chest.
You can autopilot me.
And,
Oolong?
Ulog, yes. Captain Ulog, blessed of the seven.
I'm not really a slave, am I?
Only a slave to man.
You wanted to be a slave, you get to be a
I was
slave.
lying. I do that.
Hmm.
I'm
Do you
very
want
good
us to
at
take
it.
charge of your slave?
Oolong is like a genie. He granted you
Listen.
your slaveness.
I'm very good at lying. What I'm saying right now is a lie.
Clearly. So, I will let,
Have I befriended Oolong yet?
I was hoping that would be his
Oh,
reaction.
hey, guess what,
Just push
Genevieve?
him. Just push him over.
I will allow you to have, I'm going to gift you this slave.
Oh,
Congratulations.
thank you, Oolong.
you have a boy
That's
toy?
so
Not sure if I
wonderful.
hate it or not. Not sure yet.
Bard power.
Forced friendship.
Forced friendship. Oh, I love it.
Oolong
Ulog is
what he
very
said.
pleased with how this is turning out. So he hands this chest. He opens it up, and inside you see a sum of money between gems and gold. It looks like he's like, this is a little bit of my hoard that I'm willing to part with to help outfit you guys, since
What?
part of the discussion was you three would be quite useful in hunting this guy down, since you let him out of his box.
We did, but
So-
don't
For the
tell
record, I thought he was a crazy lich. We shouldn't have let him go. But it was too late then.
We couldn't stop Jimbo, but the gods did. He's dead.
Well,
The wizards. The
either
wizards.
way, so
Fix it.
Yeah.
You're fine now, James.
there's about 840 gold in this chest for you guys to use to outfit yourselves. 840
Okay.
in Calimport.
I have a question.
Let's divide that
Sure.
evenly.
What's to stop us from taking it and running, even though that's not really worth running from? With?
And we're in Calimport.
Well, you saw those wizards. So
Like him.
they're quite capable of tracking you down.
So you just
Same
have-
reason why I don't just say, fuck this shit and sail off.
So,
It's like, remember when they just, out of nowhere, and fried the people we didn't like?
And
I'm just
Ulog's
surprised
been
the-
good to us.
I'm
We
just
wanna
surprised-
help.
Divination spells, teleportation, and some evocation. They're wizards.
I'm just,
Go on, sir,
I'm just
sorry.
surprised that he's giving us gold. So,
I've earned his trust and friendship.
I've learned not to kiss a gift horse in the mouth. Wait, that's not how that goes.
Remember, he goes where the wind blows him, and the gods
Apparently not.
have. They had a very polite discussion about what it is they expect of him, and he's delegating. And you guys are a part of this. You let the cat out of the bag, and
Due to his
So-
word.
why are we after this creature?
Why do we care?
they seem to care, and
I
they have
would-
told me to care, so I care.
I would think that someone who was robbed of their power, if you helped them, they would be grateful to get it back, since Umberly stole it.
Well, that's one. I'm blessed of 7, so I've already got her favor. So it does me no good to aid this other being, should he even be what he says he is.
It's not like we got.
And I've got the blessing of Talos, which he's even greater than these two combined. So I did I say
like
Talos?
that.
I think I meant to say Tempest, but either
Your
way.
children, your very
Tempest.
lives.
So he's quite comfortable in himself. He's like, look, you see what I did to those water elementals? Pfft, I'm already happy.
No.
So I just do what they tell me to do, and I live a very happy life. See, this is my happy face.
Joy radiates in
Why?
every direction.
Why?
Why
What?
do they care?
Why do they
We
care?
understand why you care.
It is beyond me. I don't know why they care. I don't know why one was dragging the other about. I have both their blessings. In that fight, I'll take the one that was dragging the female one about. And I've got his blessing and her blessing, so we're all happy.
Just think of it like you're hunting something. They're hunting this other creature.
I don't hunt. I sit, I wait,
And
I set up traps, and then I kill them.
Okay.
And
I was
I-
trying to make it more
Not hunting?
fun for
Yeah.
you.
That sounds a lot like hunting.
Sounds a lot like
Wait a minute.
This is why he's still a slave. So
He also whines a lot.
I don't whine.
there you go.
I purposely.
But you
avoid.
wanted a friend. Congratulations.
Oh.
You have a friend.
Oh, is that why you gave me him as
Yeah, see? Nice guy. Ulog
Aw.
cares.
Thank you.
Ulog, blessed of the 8.
Too bad he's just a follower.
So,
of the 8. Blessed of the 8. Do you not know how many it is?
no, I was adding her to it. 'Cause anyway,
I
I'm
have
sorry.
blessed him. For
He was having fun. I was having fun with Ulog. So, you are in Calimport. You have money. You are, just to remind you, you have rags and cutlasses.
We
So-
have some armor.
Some
Let's get-
Yes,
heavy
some
armor.
very,
Very shitty armor.
very
Impaled,
ragged
holy-
that you kind of
thick
put together.
leather. I
Yeah,
think it was.
very thick, very shitty armor. So it may behoove you to outfit yourselves pronto.
Hey, Ulag, is Ragnar, is he in on this gold or is he going separately? There seems to be some animosity.
Yeah, he's gonna stay on the ship with me, and
He doesn't want to come out and play?
No, he's decided that, this pirating life isn't so bad after some discussions with Little Whipper. And so he's decided to stay on and help crew the ship.
And we found him to be a really good swimmer, so...
Little Whipper's my hero. I pull out my autograph.
Isn't that just your arm that's freaking ripped?
Yes.
Little
Scars will
Whipper's
never
face.
heal.
All my arm. It's
Carved
scars.
into it.
Scars, yeah. Scarification. Little Whipper scarification.
Love it.
Oh god.
Do tribal tattoos.
Yeah, luckily it was over very quickly.
There's a new cult forming.
Oh gosh.
I'll praise Little Whipper.
Little Whipper.
The only true god.
The pixie god.
If we believe
All
hard
of
enough,
us.
he'll get bigger.
So,
And if we stop believing, you know what
yeah,
happens.
so you guys, in the player's handbook is a lot of the stuff that you may want to outfit yourself with, depending on what
As a monk, I feel discriminated against because I can buy a weapon and I'll be like,
Like a chain shirt.
You're used to being in rags, so you don't care. You're like,
I
what
want
is
slightly
money?
nicer rags.
You buy nicer rags.
I buy a proper monk outfit.
You probably yes. You could
Yeah.
probably buy a proper,
proper
monk
padded
outfit.
monk.
Just some robes, basically.
Effectively, yeah.
And some
But
nicer boots.
like a backpack will also take you far. But all the weapon costs that you find on page 149, all the gear that you
145.
found on 150.
Finally,
and, 145 was the armor. Yeah, so all that's available here. You can even get mastercrafted if you can afford it.
How much did that add?
800 amongst us.
You have effectively, if you were to divide it even Steven, you'd have 210 gold each.
May I have some money?
Yes. You may have.
How
I'm not
much?
Gonna actually treat you
Gonna
like
toss-
a slave.
Whoa, this is your opportunity
To treat to what?
Become dark.
to to enslave.
But he was my first friend on the island.
True.
We made, that dash together.
Now you can ensure that he remains your friend.
I was going to anyway.
I'm not going to keep my friends through.
I'm sorry, I'm having fun. I
was going to
apologize.
anyway. Until I led her to her own death. I mean, hey!
Hey, buddy!
I'm not your buddy, guy.
I'm not your guy,
Oh
friend.
my gosh.
I'm your guy, friend. I'm not
Well.
your friend, pal.
Shut the fuck up.
Did you?
Let's be friends.
The bards have a good time, the monk says, no!
We want you to have a good time as well.
I don't know how.
We
I
can
will teach you
We can
how to-
teach you.
I flee.
Her idea of fun and my idea of fun are a very, very different thing.
We could probably find a place where they
In
combine.
the middle.
Is it called a bondage area?
Probably.
Probably.
Yeah. I'll be like, look, they're having so much
Hey
fun.
guys, should I buy another donkey?
Name him Bob 2. Why is he named Bob 2? Never seen Bob 1. Well, there's a thing.
I met a donkey from the future.
Time traveling donkey.
Oh,
They call him Doctor.
God.
No.
Yep.
Hmm.
No.
Did we discover what masterwork is worth?
No, I don't. I'm not even sure if it's in the game.
Well,
I haven't
Which
seen
is,
any pluses.
you haven't seen any.
Well, they've made all that stuff a lot rarer.
Yeah, I know that they made it rarer. I just haven't
Anyway.
seen anything saying mastercrafted. Shockingly enough, I was like, oh, maybe they got rid of it.
I get my pack and stuff like that, and then I'm done.
Do you not want another proper weapon?
I have a dagger.
Do you not want a ranged weapon since you like to sit
I got a
down
hand crossbow.
at barrels?
I have a hand crossbow. 30 volts. 20 volts.
Did you just pick your teeth into them?
One is in my butt.
Someone's been playing some Zelda lately.
Alright.
Whoa.
This game is gay. It's fucking gay. Da-da-da.
Yeah. Oh well. So I guess not mastercrafted.
Can't
So
wait
I
for
guess
it.
you'll just be.
Good one.
It when and if it comes out.
But remember, there's also potions of healing that you can also acquire.
How much?
I think they're 50 gold each, and it gives you.
There's also acid we can splash on people.
Now I have to math,
We can splash acid. We can just. That
which
can
is
be our
good
thing.
for TV.
Yeah, there is. Yes, I mean there is gear that's in the player's handbook that doesn't come stock in your that you may find useful.
ahead,
Oh,
Gracie.
that's in my head. Sorry, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Terrible.
So, while we're shopping,
Yes, we are shopping.
I'm going to keep my ears to the ground, if you will, for news of a certain knight-ish person.
Oh, you can get your weapon silvered. I'm sorry. You could do that. That was an older one.
8 gold for a donkey.
Don't get.
Happy birthday. You guys are
Give me James.
You're keeping your ear to the ground for a certain
Knight.
knightly order guy. This is a fairly big port, and the coming and goings. It's actually very hard to track any of those, as there's quite a few that have come in and out regularly.
I will be ever aware.
Ever aware in
Ever
this
alert.
bustling metropolis of
Every time I take a step.
hubbub. Everywhere I go, he's never far behind.
Actually, I'll just use minor illusion to change my face.
Okay.
Who are you
Then-
looking for?
He's trying to avoid.
For the hunter has become the hunted. I don't want to hunt.
These stones.
All right, so
Dun, 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 dun.
I guess things that you ought to think about are, how do we track a god? How do we discover, he's ancient and old, and
Cults.
Fair enough.
so these are things that
Daniel
you
has
should.
given me an idea about what I should do, and I agree with him.
Excellent.
So, but that's what role playing is. It's a collaborative experience. I'm talking to the crowd at this point.
Okay.
So, I'm going to start looking for very dumb or weak or adolescent people and watch them. My plan inside my head is, well, we're hunting a chaotic god, but he didn't do anything wrong to me. A chaotic wizard. He didn't do anything wrong to me. Maybe I can get his attention. What do powerful wizards like? They like people being sacrificed to them.
So you're thinking time to start a cult, sacrifice this guy, try to track him that way?
I'm not even trying to track him. I'm just like, hey!
Oh, so you're going to start worshiping Triss?
No! I don't worship people. I just want his attention.
Right, but you're going to start like making overt, prayers,
Yeah,
for no lack of a better term, to Trist.
sure. I'm gonna get other people to do it too. The end is not.
He's going to invoke his name.
So you are going to try to start.
Have you heard about my Lord and Savior Trist?
Going door to door, knocking. Do you have a moment to speak about
My
our
Lord and Savior Trist.
All right. Role play it out.
So I'm not going door to door, but I do try to find like the people who look the most dim-witted. They're usually the blue-collar guys. So I look for them first.
This is like the equivalent of...
I don't like how you look at Tim and I. Well, if you work at the same place as we do.
I work in the office.
I like how this is... I like how this is the equivalent of... I wonder if there's a gas leak in my apartment. Click, 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 click with a lighter.
How could I piss
It
off
might
the
not be very big.
I wonder if I could piss off the gods that we're working for by invoking the god we're not.
We're not working for anybody. We're being told
We're
to do
working
something
for
against
an
our
orc.
will.
Anyway, I'm not working for anybody because I'm fucking batshit crazy, so I'm gonna do what I want.
Yeah.
So I find the dumbest person, maybe not the biggest I can find, just the dumbest. I walk into him and goes, "Sir," long shuffle. "Sir, do you have a minute to speak about my Lord and Savior Trist, the God of all things that ever were and ever will be, the Lord of Stone?"
The Lord of Stone.
That's all I know about him right now.
Oh. Well, he said he was the god of the old god of the sea.
Who's
and the
Lord of Stone.
the Lord of Stone,
Sea and stone.
sea and stone, the chaotic powers that were the ebb and flow. Sit it there.
Ah.
My Lord and Savior, Trist. Exalted be his name. Do you understand what I'm saying? He rose from the waters. He's free again. And he'll take Umberlee's place.
I think if you took some stones and had like 10 of his laws on those stones, I'd be more inclined to believe you.
I don't have time for this.
I want immediate gratification.
Friends.
Friends.
or illusion of one?
I can sleep 8 hours, come out, charm one person into believing what I want them to believe,
Cantrip.
and then go to
Cantrip, yo.
Cantrip friends.
Yep.
I'm gonna make you my friend. So does that make him believe that you guys
No,
are long lost?
It gives me advantages on
Diplomacy check.
on charisma checks.
Oh, okay. All right. Cool.
As I go, I do have a stone about his work. And I fumble in my rags for a second. I haven't put my armor on yet. I go, this, and I pull out a scroll, and I immediately shut it. Doing the old the supernatural FBI card. This.
Yep.
He's
Not-
the most powerful god that is a god.
Not like those wizards that play at being God.
Exactly. Not those fucking wizards that they're on their high horses. This is a true god.
A real being of real godliness. All right, yeah. Roll your diplomacy check or your bluff check.
It's up to you. What is?
It's like half bullshit, half reality. So it's your choice. I'll let you.
They're
pick
both the
which
same,
one.
doesn't
Yeah.
18, 19, 21, 22, 23. 23.
Well, worshiping one god's the same as worshiping another. Sure, why not? I'll send some prayers his way.
Will you stand here and help me? I will make it worth your time.
Now you're talking my language. So, gold day?
Yeah.
All right.
I want to approach the bar. I don't know about all this god stuff very well.
Wizards. Don't tell him that.
But I would say that no matter what you do with Umberlee, she's going to do what she wants. Why not have a new god?
Right?
Might as well hedge your bets, right?
Exactly.
The bitch queen or the old god.
I agree with this guy. I feel like I'm being played, but my character doesn't care. So.
All right. So you're making. So are you guys both working, effectively talking about this in crowds, trying to drum up some prayer power for Trist?
Yep.
All right. So while those two go about their day,
Dancing.
convincing people of their Lord and Maker Trist.
How would be that name?
What does
And a bit soggy.
Genevieve and Patience wish to accomplish, aside from buying gear?
We're gonna
You guys gonna?
Finished
I don't care what happens as long as we get out.
getting on my gear.
No kissing.
Can we just tie it out right now?
Do I
Butt
quite
sex the
whole
fully
time.
understand exactly
I
why
don't like being ordered around
other than that was
I
bestowed
can
upon
by people
entertain
from
you at the after
my
party.
curse.
I'm sorry.
Do I
I'm
quite
an
understand
entertainer.
exactly
I do
what I am?
acrobatics.
Oh.
Oh.
Not where our brains went.
believe in
Actually,
in a
acrobatics.
dream, it was basically laid out before you and
Okay.
explained to you, so you know exactly what's going on.
Alright.
You, because that's the also other fun side of it is, it's for you to know, and
No one else to know.
yeah, exactly, because that's what your god is all about. It's all about secrets. So it wouldn't make sense to do this and then keep it a secret from you and then expect, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Although he could be quite the dick like that too.
Yeah, well, you could. I felt like there had to be some way for you
Yeah.
to triumph. If he kept it a secret, you'd be screwed. And 1 year, it'd be like, oh, congratulations, you're now level 1. And you'd just be standing there, what the fuck just happened?
You could
You know,
cheat
so
at it and say it's the
I wanted you to bring you, the player, in on it. So that way you
I
can...
don't know how cheating works though. in
There's
gaming
a
pro-
chess set,
Well,
a
I can
dice
imagine-
set, playing cards.
Actually, working with these gods might
I
actually
mean,
help me
I'd
in
be
some way
fun. I could do
to
it.
maybe
I'll probably
beat
buy
this,
playing cards.
gain their favors.
Just
Uh,
poker.
Find
we
the
can
god.
play it when we're chilling.
I'm gonna go find
always the
where
clown.
the psycho went.
Every card.
And make sure he's not turning the whole entire city
Why are there
against us.
54 clowns instead?
It's
It's
Baldur's
only
Gate
5
all
silver
over
pieces.
Yeah,
I'm not
boy.
even playing
And the
cards.
instruction
Actually, it was in a
card, what the hell?
dream that the city on fire.
I just bought some. We have them now. I bought playing cards so that we can take people's money.
You're all about friendship. I got it. Yeah,
And
makes
we
sense.
can bond! Poker!
Congratulations.
I bought 4 sets of playing cards because they're only 5 silver pieces each.
Poker. I don't even know her.
Oh gosh.
Cheap joke.
Every,
Very cheap.
yes, very, very cheap. Very cheesy.
Everything I want is 285 gold. Can we handle that?
Huh?
What?
1 silver cutlass.
Why do you want it silvered?
Just in case, who knows what the hell we come after.
We found a werewolf
not-
fish. A werewolf shark.
It's 100
does-
gold.
A
for
were
any
shark?
One weapon.
It's not just a wolf
Well,
shark. It's
if
a
we
werewolf
divide the
shark.
gold evenly, we each have 210 to use for ourselves.
You say that. I already spent some buying nice clothes.
Oh,
I say
well,
nice.
You could just get the Diplomat's pack. It's 39 gold. It's a bargain. It comes with a set of fine clothes. I think I'm going to do that and the Entertainer's pack. So
I like
get
how
2
you tried.
costumes.
I like how you
She's gonna
tried
show
to-
up with multiple backpacks.
I like how you tried
One
to
on
convince
front,
me
one on
you
back.
need a
She's gonna
mic.
waddle everywhere she goes.
I just find a nice purple suit. I'm just kidding.
The hat.
I'll buy a mount.
A green tie.
I'll just saddle it up with my costumes.
All right, that's
Alright,
fine.
I'll
Or
dispense with
how
the
much would a
silver,
bag of holding be?
because I like
Is that
to
even
earn.
something they sell
It's
here?
it's not something you can find.
Okay. Not unless I summon a wizard and go to some shady alley and like.
I mean, anybody who
sell
has
my
one doesn't
soul.
want to part with it.
Yes, anybody who has one doesn't want to part with it.
Part with what?
Bag
A
of
bag of
holding.
holding.
Would you?
She was asked. She was like,
You can't really buy those.
It's called, I have a bag of holding.
You do?
It's called butt.
What? Tim knows me so well.
I was like,
You could see it from a mile away.
It's called a butt.
it's called my butt.
Well, if we're gonna be on a ship, I probably don't need a
Yeah,
mount.
that'll
And
be
you're not
better.
buying a donkey. We're not getting Bob too, are we?
No.
So
Not
yeah,
yet.
I'm like,
Bob Mark II.
praise be Trist. That's his name. How many people have we kind of garnered up?
5.
Including the dude. All right.
I should buy.
I feel like this is a
I'll write that down.
Amulets.
5 followers of Trist.
It's
We'll
like
call it
you-
Trist power.
He would have never become a problem except for you actually get
It's
the
a
butterfly effect.
It's
and
a
got it
self-fulfilling
in motion.
prophecy. They thought he was a problem, so he has become a problem.
Yeah.
because the bard is fucking batshit.
If
One
they
of the
just left
bards.
well enough alone and just beating the shit out of him, but no.
All of
They
a sudden,
involve-
this rock thing in the middle of the ocean somewhere is like, I'm getting stronger.
They involved chaotic, unpredictable mortals in it.
Is now the time? I feel like now is the time to do our mask unveiling and to tell them about Trist's grand plan.
What is
But
the
only so
grand
many
plan?
Are you
like to
trying
do it.
to make them drink the Kool-Aid within
Shut the
5 minutes? Of
Shut up. What's step 2 of a cult? Hold on.
You need to go probably to like to a astronomical observatory or whatever.
Usually
Be like,
takes
when's
you-
the next thingy gonna cross the sky? And we'll
takes,
just say, oh hey, the comet or Ragnarok is gonna pass in 3 days hence, and we must commit seppuku so that our souls can attach to it and go to heaven. Yes, that's logical and makes total sense. And if you don't believe me, here, drink this. It'll
Bluff.
teach you everything. Yes,
I-
bluff.
I will say.
And when you say James, no one will fall
drink
for
this. Drink this
I gotta
bowl
Google.
of future vision to see how a life with him would be better.
That's what
This
you want.
water was blessed
I will
by
say
Trist.
that
That's a lot quicker.
now, whether you're a believer or not, there is a ship at the docks. If you ask their sailors, they saw the god Umberly held tight in her hair by a powerful man, screeching and protesting that she was being
Assailed.
assaulted,
And violence against women wasn't okay.
and overcome. Who else would that be?
Other than Trist, our Lord and Savior.
Reclaiming his power.
We're saying this very loudly,
Yeah.
but not close enough to the docks to be heard by the captain. We're a little bit further inland.
Yeah, that's fine. So, I mean, this is a bustling
We're
port city,
assuming
so
that
there's
he's-
tons of merchants, tons of big open places to hawk your wares. I mean, when I say it's a huge place, like there's almost 200,000 people there. There's a lot of people, so it's quite a city. You're absolutely allowed to.
Okay, so I need to do 5 steps. I need to do deception, isolation, dependency, then dread.
Dependency is when they give you all their worldly
Yeah.
possessions because they don't need it.
Exactly. So you do thought reform, which is used by deceiving them, which we're doing right now.
But you're impatient, so you're just going to skip the sacrifice bit.
No, I guess I won't.
That's what I'm waiting for. Step 2, after deception, slaughter. I slit all their throats in the grand ceremony of Trist.
I need henchmen. I've decided I need henchmen. It's a good idea.
It's
I will
called-
become the Lord Priest of Trist.
Why
It's
don't I
called
see him on a
patricity.
soapbox saying "Trist, Trist" with a big yellow book that says "Cults for Dummies" on it?
That's probably what it is.
You're definitely walking around with a book that you picked up from the local library.
Minor illusion.
You know, just saying.
I poop, you poop, we all poop.
So yeah,
Unless you
but
can.
Trist is reclaiming his power. Tell all the people. Rejoice in his name.
Or at least rejoice that Umberly will no longer reign.
He can't be as bad as her, right?
I know, right? She is a bitch.
It doesn't matter if you give her gold or not. Sometimes people just never come back.
And you better believe in Trist, or he'll wipe out this city with a wave. You know.
We're not doing the fucking fire and brimstone yet. That comes later.
Figures tieflings.
That's
can
when you
only do.
preach to the converted.
Yeah.
Right now, it's all love and
Of course
awesome.
the tiefling
Then once
is
they
all
get
about
in there,
fire and
it's fire and brimstone.
That's all I'm used to.
Well, have some patience.
So yeah, I'm just gonna continue to do it like, hey.
That is what I'm
All
trying
right.
to achieve.
So you guys will prophesize, spread the word, the good word of bullshit to Trist.
Is an awesome god he is. Yeah.
Do you-
I mean, as long as people are
do you
thinking
buy
about him,
instruments?
Yeah,
he might get some power.
I bought a tambourine.
I just bought a drum. I'll just go.
I can't wait for airports to be
You
invented.
start singing along. And you're like, what are we singing? Don't worry about it.
Triangle.
Cowbell, ding, ding.
So
What are we doing?
you guys
Oh my God.
are going to
Invoke the wrath of the god.
spend your time building a fan base for Trist.
A cult.
Not-
A cult. A cult of Trist. A
I would
Trist
like
cult.
to find a pub.
Tristan cult.
I want to find a pub too, because we can make that our temple.
Well, you do that.
No,
I drown my sorrows in Tris.
I'm gonna find an abandoned building.
All right.
Well, I was gonna try to make
And
money
turn it
doing
into a pub,
performances.
so my followers are
I'll
always
talk to the people at the pub.
Okay, well you can do that anywhere.
Okay, cool. I do that.
There's
I
plenty
do
of
it in the
open
street.
areas. Yes, you can do it in the street. You
How
can.
much does it cost to buy real estate here? Because I haven't bought anything yet.
Yeah,
I imagine,
I'd like to buy this alleyway. I'll just stab all the beggars in the church.
free.
You
I
don't
actually
know
saw
how things
something
work
in
in
the
Calimshan,
DMG.
do you?
that talks about all that.
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
They're stabbing the homeless guys like,
What?
Nobody cares.
Sir, we were kidding. Oh, he's already dead.
You don't know how things
Oh,
work
I
in
guess I
Calimshan,
won't buy
do
the
you?
pouches.
No.
I'll just buy the
Might
stuff I
makes
need.
right.
Oh. I'm definitely fucked.
And money is power.
Oh, okay, well I'm not as fucked.
Except someone will always betray you.
At this rate himself.
Your thoughts betray you. Curse them! Out of sure.
That a magic item I'm gonna give you in Fantasy Age. Is it
I would say it depends on what you're looking for. You're looking for like a shack.
I'm looking for something big enough for
A deserted.
people to worship. It doesn't have to be big. It doesn't have to be. It has to be bigger than super small, but big enough for like people to, even if they have to crowd in there.
Well, I mean, you can. you could put together like a pile of stones by the ocean and say this is an altar, and as long as you can convince people to go, believe in that, there you go. I mean, put some like driftwood on it and be like, this is blah blah blah's holy altar. Game of Thrones, dude has a crown of driftwood, effectively. So I mean,
that's all.
It's just all about.
I'm like, follow me.
You can show up and say, this is the ancient altar of Asmodan.
This is the ancient altar of Arbus.
You stay here. I'm going to go build an altar.
So,
Don't make it out of people.
Okay.
Only if they want to be part of it forever.
But yeah, I go in and build an altar, and then I'm going to come back.
all right. So you're going to run down to a
Secluded
empty area of the beach and make like a little altar alcove. Okay. So that'll take...
Someone who hates manual labor, you certainly are... When you have a hobby you're interested in...
This guy promised me stuff. I want my stuff.
And to get stuff, we have to find them.
Exactly. He said he would be our benefactor. Those were his exact words.
So, I mean, technically you're really the most neutral party in this entire thing. You're helping everybody accomplish their goals. He wanted followers,
And
the other ones want to find them. So, I mean...
We are
kinda-
facilitators. What people do with their own time.
Exactly. We're going to let them destroy themselves. It's more fun that way.
Everybody wants something, and we're doing something for everyone. And
Because when the chips are
obviously,
down-
all these people in this town have nothing better to do than to listen to him.
When the chips
All
are
the
down,
poor people.
all those
Yeah.
simple-
We have, I mean, mostly the people that stop are the people that don't.
Nobody-
Have.
Eventually, you're also
But there
helping-
are quite a bunch of hustle and bustle that just goes right on past. They're like, oh, just, but there are people that they have no hope in their lives. They're so faithless that they just stand around and will latch on to anything that comes their
Technically,
way.
he's helping
That's
the city,
effectively
too.
what you're recruiting.
By
Is
pulling
people that are like, well,
the
maybe
homeless
this
out of
God
the
will
city.
save me from my, but as quickly as they come is as quickly as they'll go. So,
Every now and then, hopefully for every 10 that go, one will stay, and that'll build over time.
yeah. I mean, that's kind of how it works. So.
Practically adding infrastructure to the city.
Yeah. Now there's a church in the city. Anyway, so that's what I'm doing.
All right, so Lear, what are you doing?
Singing a little song of death.
I will wait for him for a
Go
few
ahead.
minutes. Did I see where he went?
He just jumped off into the crowd and towards the direction of the docks.
Building up rock on top of rock.
I will address the few gathered here. Trist is an old god who's come back to reclaim his power after he was overthrown by Umberly, who has spent all her time killing everybody. Sailors, merchants, even invading the land with her storms and waves and taking people away. And the worst, monsters. Surely it would benefit all of us if Trist was in charge instead. The monsters would go to sleep and the storms will stop coming.
As often.
You hear a lot of people like, yeah.
But Trist
that
is
makes
an old
sense,
god.
yeah.
He just doesn't want prayers. A blood offering will have to be made. A chicken, a fish, a sheep, something over his altar to remind him that there are still people who remember him. And you just need to whisper, Trist, we know you're out there.
Dr. Who,
Please
really?
come back.
All right, yeah.
I
So
know Trist is the chosen one because I followed a few.
all right, so you hear some people like, I mean, we catch fish all the time. What's one fish? Just yeah. So they're like, but yeah, everybody's like, yeah, she is a bitch. If we could get a nicer person to replace it, yeah, cool. So, and some people are like, I don't know, I ain't
Watching
about
me
this shit.
5 times worse.
So
I just smash every peninsula.
Well, the thing is that we would be okay. We're probably
Maybe. If he ever remembers her name. He never has.
I won't remember his name either.
Mist? I don't know. Mist? Christ? I feel like there was an S in there somewhere.
Talos? Oh, hell, Talos.
Well, that-
He's a new god. We've heard of him for a long time. What do you mean new god? What?
An old god. Old god.
I'm sorry. I must have been thinking about Cyric.
Never heard of him.
Never heard of that one. It's illegal to worship that one.
The end of the plot is that my character actually is Sarek, forgetting that he's been on a vacation for the past 4 years. Like, fuck is me?
Like Dogma.
Create a new legend for myself. Well, that'll keep me going in the godly world for another 100 years or so.
How do you go to sleep?
I'll buy a chicken and head off to where he's wandered off to build his little rock shrine.
Oh,
It's got some bones
time to
on it.
consecrate.
Desecrate, maybe?
Patience, what are you doing?
Following him so he's not sacrificing everybody immediately.
Wasn't coin 2?
I'm
There
Gonna
are
help him
steps.
build his altar, or are you
I'm
gonna...
going to help him.
As I'm talking about steps,
Reluctantly.
like, first step is deception. The second step is isolation.
He's turned.
Isolation?
Moderation.
Isolation?
He's trying to turn it into a song as I'm following.
Okay. Are you going like there's 5 steps to every cult, and you're like, well, that'll be 5 stones, the 5 pillars. How am I going to work this in?
Wow, bro.
Symbolism. I need more symbolism.
The 5 pillars is...
I'll go with
Uh,
It's 5.
Yeah.
the 6 pillars of Tristisms.
Wow, bro.
Tristisms.
Wow.
Well, he already made a 10 commandments. So
Have you seen my drawing of Muhammad?
Alright, so...
Blessed be his name.
So we're building an altar. I don't know what she's doing, because apparently she was helping me sing the praises of Twist on this.
She's like shopping and going by. Oh, there's still la la boop boop boop. Look at all these shoes.
Yes.
That's how I just imagined your character. You're like over there and you've got a giant
We're sorry, Tumblr. I never actually
Boxes of
apologized to you
stuff.
before, and I never will again, but I'm sorry.
Tumblr. Why are we apologizing to Tumblr?
Don't worry about it, James. Just
It's the-
Am I a Tumblr?
Yes.
We're all Tumblers.
Okay.
See, I tumbled past the enemy monster. 3 plus. I don't think I made it.
That's 3.0. What are you doing?
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Pathfinder.
There's no tumbling in next.
Anyway,
Anywho,
what are we doing?
so you build your
Elven, Dwarven, Tumbling.
altar. He shows up with his chicken.
Good! You've brought the sacrifice!
Now choke it. Choke her chicken.
I will.
I'm still shopping.
I will let the blood out over the altar. But as I do, and the blood hits the water, I'm going to lean down and whisper, "The ones who set you free still know you're out there, Trist."
And I'm going, people,
Wink, wink.
praise to Trist! Praise him!
Oh, hail Trist! May the sacrifice appease the mighty Tristian god!
And we call it the Tristanization of the masses.
Now, one of you, how many people have come with us at this point?
You've made some pretty good arguments, so we'll say about 22 people are there.
Okay. How long are we here?
In the port?
Yeah.
Till you get a clue. Till you find
Oh,
some
good.
way
I
to,
got a raging clue.
you know,
Here's the biggest clue right now.
you're not using the correct voice. I have such
So
a
raging
clue right
clue.
now. It's so raging.
So-
I glue. Yeah, all that stuff.
I look at one of them, I go, I need a second in charge of the church.
And
Yeah,
a bunch of
as
people
we
look at each other. Yeah, how much does it pay?
Gold a day.
Seaweed?
A gold a day.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Cool.
Really?
What are you paying her for?
Okay, great.
That's his response to everything. I'll pay you overtime. I'll kill him immediately.
A goal a day, only once a month.
Wait, what? Yeah, a gold a day, but paid once a month.
How about every 2 weeks?
Sure.
Sure.
All right.
Beware the people who agree so readily.
Are you warning him?
I said that.
Well, you get jobs in real life. People say, this is how much I'm going to pay you. You know, you get paid every 2 weeks. And you just go, all right. You're not going to assume that they're going to, as soon as you turn your back, slit your throat and go, Fortress! And then run away as your blood
Hopefully.
splashes. That's your last vision of your blood hitting the wall. What the fuck?
I don't even actually believe in
Society
Trist.
breaks
Just
the
doing
fuck
it for
down.
fun. The scary thing is that my character doesn't actually even believe in Trist. He's just doing it for funsies.
Hey, you're one of the 4 horsemen of Trist.
of the end of the world.
Yes.
No, he might be the savior of the world. We don't know.
We're not sure. Really depends on how you view life, really.
So your job, as second in command of the church, is while I'm not around, is to facilitate prayer. Every 3 hours, facing towards the sea, you have to get a little rug, roll it out, kneel down,
Prostrate.
and just,
A rug with seaweed scattered across.
exactly. Towards the front,
And
so you can lay,
seashells
you lay your
by
head
the
on it.
seashore.
You could just kneel on seaweed even.
And
But
to
it-
clean yourself, you must use 3 shells.
And you should probably be held underwater until you start breathing in the ocean. And basically to the point of death, and then drug out. And if you survive, then clearly you're the next head priest of Trist, right?
Whoa. We're not there yet. This is step 1.
He's really helping you out.
I know, but calm your tits. We're going to do that in 2 weeks when he tries to get paid.
Only
You
we'll
must be
hold him down
baptized.
for another 5 minutes after that.
You must be
He's really going to be
baptized.
blessed.
You must be baptized for every payment.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh.
So it's clean Trist gold.
So please take this job seriously.
Yep, well, I got mouths to feed now, so I need payment up front for the first 2 weeks.
I give him 10 gold.
All right.
I was going to do it. I was like, yeah, sure.
So you guys,
And remember,
how much gold has been spent on stuffs?
I'm not even sure yet because I haven't spent any money on myself yet because I was
I've
like,
only
I've-
spent
I've
185.
I've only spent 66.
185?
185.
Yeah.
You've written down a lot. I've spent
And you
10
got-
gold on myself.
60 what? You spent how much?
66.
66.
That's it. That's all I wrote down.
Just 3 more gold.
Yeah.
How much have you spent?
I've spent 10 gold on myself, and I just gave 10 gold to the guy.
And nothing
Okay.
so
nothing
far.
yet.
Yeah.
All
I've
right.
only spent 20.
Nice.
Chain shirt, thieves, tools,
Well, I guess
explorers,
you're
pen.
wrong.
I'm the closest you
I bought
guys got for a
costume.
robe.
And
I don't have armor to buy. I buy commoner's clothes and go, yay.
Oh
I
yeah.
already had 2 cutlasses.
Well,
They're
I-
pretty expensive compared
I
to
go
short
find
swords.
I get clean. I bought soap and perfume.
Pull another thing out from the distance, you can hear.
Is that your rally call?
Yeah. Proud of you.
Thanks.
Should buy some perfume for the orcs.
I should
All
buy
right.
that like.
So you're at
manly-
671
What is
group
it? The beard oil.
wealth.
Yeah.
Just for dwarves.
Gonna soap bomb the ship.
For bath bombs.
Bath bomb. Purple ship.
It's only 2 copper each. I could
All right.
totally do it.
Praise be Trist, yes?
Then we could have a bubble fight.
Yeah, all right. Woo, Trist, we love him.
Just remember to bless the meals you have. Remember, Trist, if they are from the sea.
All right, yeah. So if we have fish stew tonight, we'll say, thank you, Trist, for this bounty.
And then once a week, you come here to this altar together
And remember, whenever a family member makes
Like every Sunday?
every Sunday
whenever
Sunday.
And sometimes Wednesday.
and sometimes Wednesday
If you can't make a Sunday.
and sometimes Saturday.
Remember, when a family member returns from the sea, it's with Trist's blessing. But until he's defeated Umberly, sometimes there will still be disasters.
When there's disaster, we'll pray our hardest.
Exactly, to Trist.
Because
Trist.
that will always solve things.
Because that is Umberly fighting back. Until she's defeated, faith must be strong.
Should we arm the faith?
Do we have enemies besides Umberly?
Let me do it.
With fish.
Well, I'm just
This
saying.
is
I
not
think
a
there's
Monty
I think there may be an old, line, in the past where the nobility, because we want faith and nobility together, they form the pillars of the same house that we
can't steal
should.
everything.
Why not? It's a collaboration. It's a group effort.
Actually, when I read the D&D book, they said steal everything. They were like, that's how you build this stuff. Don't try to make it yourself. Just steal other people's work.
Yeah, because making shit's hard.
Don't reinvent the wheel, okay, Daniel? Gosh.
So, let me get this straight. You want weapons.
I'm just saying that maybe we should arm the faith. That's all I'm saying.
A crack suicide squad. Don't-
When people
When we get
step out of
When
line,
we get 100
we'll send the armed faith to bring them back, and then we're going to make them confess their sins, and then they're going to have to walk completely naked through the town while everybody throws rotting food and screams, "Slut!" I'm not sure what we do to men.
We need the Tristan people.
We haven't done that yet to men, but for women, gosh darn, we slut shame them.
So, how about this?
The Tristan people's friend.
When Tris gets 100 followers,
We give out a holy book.
We'll give out a holy dagger blessed by the high priest.
Oh my god.
that's me.
Blessed by the high priest and the high priest's own blood. We look at the guy we just hired.
I'm going to.
Fair enough.
What did the rocks he was imprisoned in look like?
I'm sorry?
What did the rocks he was imprisoned in
No.
look like?
We gotta make it like a pyramid scheme. So when you have yourself,
Oh, that's right.
and
You
12
you bring in. Of
When you
course.
bring in 100 followers, right?
no,
Start with
when
You
they
get your own
When you bring
sacrifice
in 10
dagger.
followers,
you yourself get a dagger blessed by the high priest.
11 followers, because he has to kill me.
Okay, yeah.
11 followers.
What did the rocks look like when they formed before Tris manifested? Like, was it a big circle?
Oh, the diamonds. So they just kind of.
Triforce.
Effectively, they and that, to be fair, honestly, Triforce, that imagery is about as close as anything we've seen manufactured. But basically, they came together, and the brightness was so bright that it coalesced into a being. Like
So
it was just,
going to be
it was so bright you
Stones
can't
surrounded by
describe how they came together. It was so bright you had to look away,
I'm
otherwise you
gonna
would
draw in the sand a circle with 4 stones in it. Now, the circle is the water, and the rocks are the land. Trist is the lord of stone and sea, and this is his symbol. Carve it into your houses, or your doors, or over your mantelpiece.
So it's like a diamond of effectively stones with a circle around them.
And when people ask, tell them, Trist is coming back.
Okay, I've returned.
Tris
What
is
are
coming
you
to
doing?
town.
Nothing!
Nothing.
Better
We're
not
building
sound-
our
better
own
not
religion,
just
so,
town out.
like that.
With a circle
I don't know
around
how I made it.
So like
you want a
like,
circle
like
in
a
the
Dragon
middle?
Ball, like a Dragon Ball. So you have like
Oh, so you want a circle with the 4 like a Dragon Ball?
Yeah.
So mostly
Okay.
this episode is we were making ourselves our own religion.
Yup. Religion building, guys. It's that easy.
Actually, this is how you derail the plot. And you guys are going to the city and find a clue!
We are making our own clue.
Oh my
To
god.
be fair,
I hope my grandparents.
No, I think it's a totally valid idea to say, okay, well, to attract a god's attention, if we build his faith for, so hopefully he'll reveal himself unto us.
As we chill in Calimshan for the next 4 years, this is going to take a while to build a faith.
We don't have that kind of time. Just wanted to let you know.
no, but if we go to other cities,
Yeah, if you
Hopefully
can, it's the
they'll-
whole trickle down in faith. You just say, okay, you guys go out and spread, and then you go to another
A
town.
hard recruiting stream, and then just like wildfire, followers getting followed.
Yeah, I mean
Yeah,
those
all that
daggers.
works
You
for
got to
us.
just really make really nice daggers. That's the important part. I think where the blade kind of does that nice
Sure.
little
Swirly thing.
swirly
Is that a
thing.
crafting skill?
With like a black handle, skull. With like red gems and the skull, so it looks really nice and delightful.
we'll just
We can
find
have a
people who worship
Kickstarter.
Umberly.
What-
Yeah, Kickstarter. We need a Kickstarter for these the sacrifice daggers. When we get to 100 followers,
When we get to 100 followers, we're going to get
we need to really reinforce 100 followers. Just a few more times 100 followers
Yeah.
is how many when
It
we
takes
give
to get a
out
holy
a
book.
free yes
Oh my god.
a holy book.
Everybody donates a page.
Anyway. So yeah, she walks up and like,
We're finding clues.
Oh, for Tris?
Praise be his name.
praise
Praise be his name.
praise be his name.
Praise Tris.
Yeah, see? She's got it.
She's got that really awkward.
I like how they all started out with one lineman or other and got straight to chaotic evil.
I'm still kind of neutral.
Or disruptive evil, I suppose.
Disruptive evil. We'll say disruptive evil is better.
Very neutral. As we said, we are taking everybody's side at once.
As long as our side is on top.
It would help.
Okay, disruptive evil, I'll take it, but still a little bit more closer to chaotic evil here.
You haven't started killing each other, so
It's not
You
chaotic.
don't have to, that's chaotic stupid.
you haven't
There's
gotten to might makes right. I'm
That's-
the biggest,
that's
strongest.
chaotic-
Just saying.
that's chaotic
Just
stupid.
saying.
That's
I don't think
different.
Ulag is very stupid.
No,
Just saying.
well, we don't need to talk about alignments. We are what we are.
Yeah. Anyway, I think alignment system's stupid.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
So, guess what I bought? I bought soap.
I miss soap.
Here, have some soap.
I'll be right
I
back.
bought 3.
Dirty elves have to get cleaned.
So which one doesn't get cleaned?
Huh?
You bought 3 things of soap, so
Well, I
who
guess I
uses-
can go buy another one for myself if all of you.
oh, you,
Apparently I'm the
wow.
slave, so I don't
That's what I was thinking. I was,
You
I was
need
trying
to
to rub
walk
that
away
in a
from
little bit
evil.
more, but
I'm
you
okay
know.
with this.
No, you
Don't
can
bathe
get-
for Trist because he is salt water.
He scrubs your sins clean. Get that urchin. Rub it on yourself.
Are we also turning slightly into a pain cult?
No.
No, that's gratuitous.
But yes, tonight, tell your friends we're going to have a dinner.
Can we perform?
Yes, we're gonna have dinner in Trist honor. Can we swing that, fellow brethren of Trist?
Guess I have to go buy another chicken.
Let's tell them it's a potluck.
Fair
Yes.
enough.
It's a dinner. You're all invited. Everybody bring food.
Wow, we've got so
BYOB.
Baptist, haven't we?
BYOB.
Everybody brings a rat on a stick because they're all the poor people.
Cool with this. I am gonna buy some food more than that, but like,
For the higher ups, for the higher priests.
yeah. Remember, bring 10 people.
You get to bump
You
up.
get to be bumped up.
11.
11 people.
That's right.
And pick one you really hate. You really, really hate.
Trist admires a challenge.
He does.
And if we can convert him, well, he will be fuel for Trist.
Hey guys, are we doing the toilet pond thing again? Is that what this is?
No, definitely. Nobody will ever.
Definitely not.
Okay.
Wink, wink.
Until we can summon an actual toilet.
I don't know how you guys are doing this in front of people and getting away with it.
You haven't made me roll anything yet.
Well, at least 3 of us can speak in Elven, so.
That's true.
Except,
I
actually,
can talk in Elvish as well.
these
Oh,
2,
yeah.
all 3 of you probably speak better Elven than I do, because I
Well,
was
because
thrown into Calimshan at
because
5, so I don't exactly know a lot of
Elven is one of my favorite
I can
enemy-
teach you if you're
enemies
telling
from
me
my
this right
hometown.
now.
You can probably tell because I speak in broken
That's
Elven.
fucking bugged up.
The only pure elf here can barely speak it.
You sound like Hitler.
Only
No,
because
I
I grew up in
don't
the
yell and
streets of
sputter
fucking
and
Moore.
wear-
He spoke terrible German.
And
I
wear a
don't
merkin
drive.
on my face.
I also speak
Oh, well, he
Infernal.
was from Austria.
Yeah, he spoke terrible German.
Does
Well,
anybody speak Infernal?
No. So you want me to make a roll
believe so.
for this?
Great, now I can
Bring a roll.
talk
You
about
want me to
you
make
too.
a roll
To
for
yourself.
Yeah.
like being like, well, we're gonna do this and then.
Just do the I Spy game in Infernal and we'll learn slowly what
Oh.
color blue is.
Yeah, do
We don't
a
have the word for blue, it's all red and black.
Yeah, it's pretty much red and black.
make a check to see
Who, all of us?
how much your table talk if you got away with it.
You mean in front of the follower people?
Are we all
Yes.
assisting?
What skill would that be?
Let's make it diplomacy, which should be all the same to you.
Can I turn to them while he's doing this and be like, I'm so looking forward to seeing you at our dinner and performance.
Yes,
One.
3 of you make
I rolled
assist.
a 1.
21.
I'm so sorry, guys.
Oh, are we all actually rolling?
13.
I
I figured
for something
assist rolls.
different.
Oh,
Just to
okay.
assist in
So that's
the. Well, you already made your roll.
but assisting is.
You're not assisting yourself.
I'm so confused. Who's assisting you?
I'm assisting
They're assisting you in selling the lie.
Doesn't that give him advantage?
Yeah, that's
though?
what. Assisting
My
is the same as
assist does not
advantage.
help.
Oh, well, okay. Well, still, I was thinking it was the old school +2, +2, +2.
I'll take that too.
We'll take that for this, so.
We can always bend the rules to how we need it.
Yeah, exactly. And in this case, I wanted it +2 if they made it.
So
Effectively,
38.
they just rolled a 10 or higher. You assist.
I rolled
Oh,
a
thank
1.
God, I rolled an 11 and I have a -1.
Oh, okay, there you go.
I
And,
rolled
yeah,
a
you
1.
rolled
I
a
do
1.
not assist.
You don't
21
assist.
plus 4, so 25.
I'm just
Alright,
jamming on my
so-
As
drum
I'm
that I just
slicking
bought.
my hair back. Season it is.
We're speaking in code back and forth.
Yeah.
I didn't know I did these
Well, it's a lot of, winks and a lot of, like, you'll be like,
just
things like
very
that. And people just don't see
enthusiastic.
it,
I gotta turn around and go, I love you.
We saw a god, yesterday, or
You-
still today. So
Yeah, a week ago.
A week
we
ago.
could go 3 gods, duke it out. So we're still kind of excited about that.
Is that what you're telling the crowd?
Yeah.
Don't say gods, that's his trigger.
I hate when we'll say
Powerful,
gods.
powerful beings.
Powerful beings.
Powerful beans.
Powerful beings.
beings.
We will call Trist a primordial force.
Minor illusion. What?
We'll call Trist a primordial power.
There we go.
Since somebody gets a stroke every time we say God.
They're not good.
Oops.
Last
I gave him a
time.
stroke.
So
We'll call him G's.
we're gonna have a dinner
In Trist's honor.
in Trist's honor.
Are you bringing food?
Yes, I am bringing food.
All right. You hear a great huzzah. So, is it only for the people that are here, or if we bring our 10 friends, will you have food for them? Or 11 friends? It was 11. Yes, 11.
Bring who you can.
There will be food, for Trist provides.
Let me find the food section of the
We're gonna
phone.
buy a lot of cheap shit, aren't we?
Yep.
How much is
Well, how
Hey,
much gold did you give us again?
I'm gonna just perform in the
How much is
suite over
poison?
there for-
James, how much is poison?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, 2 copper is 1 chicken. We can actually feed
Poison
them
is
tons.
only 100 gold pieces for a basic vial.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Never
They
mind.
can live for a little bit longer.
Yep.
I mean, you could go fishing, try to catch a blowfish, and then stick their liver in it.
Booty?
I think it would take a lot of
It would
liver
kill-
and a lot of blowfish.
No, it
to-
doesn't. As long as if they nick it, you're dead.
Yep.
That's why it's so expensive.
I'm just gonna take 50 silver and go buy 25 chickens.
Yep.
Really?
Yeah.
And yeah, we'll do that. We'll 25
No one
chickens.
wants to. Okay, I was gonna go perform for money and then buy.
All right, so
I'll
25
get-
chickens.
I'll
How
get
much
some-
does 25
Just
chickens
tell them
end up
to
being you?
Not much.
Are you looking
50
at?
silver? Or 50 copper?
5 copper, 2 copper per chicken. So how much is it for? So I'll spend 50 copper. 25 chickens.
What's
Alright.
the weather like in this?
And I'm
place?
going to
Hot
spend.
as hell.
Alright, cool.
It's
The
probably
cost-
also humid since it's next to the desert, but it's probably a little temperate. The Calimshan is directly south of a massive desert.
2 gold
Okay.
for 20 chunks of cheese.
I bet they've never even seen cheese.
So let's just say
2
that
gold.
Ollie. No.
Oh, go ahead, go ahead.
Okay, so let's just say that the costume I bought is basically what Princess Jasmine wears, and I'm gonna go find a nice looking pub and offer to perform with my drum, belly dancing stuff, for them to cater some of our party tonight in exchange.
So you want
I'll give them 2
you want
hours of-
dancers to come and belly dance?
No, I
I'm
will
sorry.
dance at this pub if they will cater. I
Oh,
am
if they'll do all the
offering my
cooking and all the.
for some food, just like vegetables. So we don't
What's
get
your
Everybody alcohol.
charisma?
Also, huh?
What's your charisma?
16.
16. Do a effectively a perform check.
This is what you'll be getting.
Why am I rolling so poorly? I can't redo that.
Maybe you
Okay.
can go to a different bar.
I'll go to a different bar. I only got 10.
You only got 10,
10.
and you're like a 16 charisma.
I added the 5 for performance to my 5 that I rolled.
All right. Well, really, you can. You
But I'm a
know,
half elf and we're
when you
supposed to
see
be
like
there.
really attractive females and they're drunk dancing, you still think they're really hot. So, and that's basically what you're pulling off is drunk dancing.
Speaking of drunk,
Yeah, I mean, you're just kind of like, oh, look, guys, I'm belly dancing. I throwing my hands up in there.
No.
And you're just kind of shaking what you got, you know?
I'm still
So-
trying to get them
Gallons
to
of
agree
ale.
to it. I haven't
Right,
actually-
well, they were like, well,
I
you
think
know,
so.
how
Show
good
us
of,
that.
yeah, show
I
us,
think
like,
as
you know,
long
you
as
say
it's
you're a
good.
belly dancer, well, you
Let
know,
me try again, please.
I think
just say, well, you know, I've been on the boat long. you
Yeah, I was a slave for 100 days. I'm still. Let me try again, please.
Yeah, she was.
I think as long as it was under,
know. No,
not under a 10.
I was trying to
you can
have
fall
him be
off.
like, you know, at 60, you know, I'm sure he was just kind of like looking up and down, what kind of slave? Voluntary slave? So I guess we're just checking your freak, you know, meter. Go ahead. Yeah, we'll give you another roll.
Okay. 19.
Okay. So you do a fairly lively, you know, jig with the whole wrist and ankle turning, and you know you show off your midriff, obviously,
You want to buy that?
and otherwise you just want to be belly dancing. And they're like,
Say
oh
gallons,
yeah,
2
it's
silver.
pretty cool, you know, yeah.
Just buy
All
10
right.
gallons.
Well,
Yeah, I'll do 10. I'll do 5 each 5.
they'll have you come in
So another gold apiece.
a week from now to perform then. So that way they can drum up some
Oh. Okay.
The two of
Some
us are
peoples.
going to spend 2 gold to buy, 20 gallons of ale
Okay.
to add to all that.
You know, we could just do it here on the beach.
Okay,
No,
Mr.
I thought
Bargain.
that's where they were coming back to the altar anyway.
Yeah, we can just do that.
Guys, get a big table to
My
for a
table,
bunch of tables.
Table as in wood we find wherever we find it.
Where Trist has provided driftwood.
Pressed fingernails.
So, thank you, sir.
Trist
You
provided
have a
on the
job.
So you
Dang.
came to Taste of Spray.
Taste of spray.
That was the name of the inn. Taste of Spray. And
Are you mad that's slightly more poetic than the salty surprise?
No, I like my name. Fuck you. I love it though.
Boat
I
trip
love it.
ever.
I'm glad you like it.
We gotta do.
What's your name
Okay,
again?
but-
My name is Genevieve.
everybody
Well, it's
wrapping
nice
up
to meet you,
together.
Genevieve. I am innkeeper
Oh,
Thornrock.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I am quite a portly fellow with a nice big brown apron, white, very clean, long sleeve shirt, a kind of like it's got the V cleavage going, one button to the side. You know, you see tough little manly hair, kind of balding here, but he's got some hair kind of coming down here. You know, big fat face. His cheeks
He's
are
probably a
rosy.
great chef.
And, you know, as they say, never trust a thin innkeeper.
Is he
And
describing Chef
a
Boyardee?
rat with a little.
Are you describing Chef Boyardee?
No, actually, I was just describing
Just sounded a lot
a,
like it.
A chubby chef.
Boyardee.
you know, and, you know, they specialize in seafood. It's an inn. It's a more hoity-toity inn that you went to since you're going to offer, like, belly dancing. I figured that would be more on an exotic.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still Calimport. There's still plenty. There are other belly dancers, other performers. But you did pretty good. So you know, they're like, okay, so you kind of make the mark for kind of a classier place. So that's where you'll end up being. And I mean, the patrons should tip well and all that fun stuff. You know, they're just trying to get more people in. So they'll send some helpers down to help, you know, serve drinks and all that fun stuff.
For tonight?
For tonight, sure.
Oh, really? I thought they weren't going to do anything until I showed up and danced.
No, they'll be like, hey, look, I mean, it's win-win for you. Not only do you get people to come and help and cater for free, but you're also gonna have people that'll show up and probably tip you in a week from now. So I mean, you'll make some money. They'll make some money.
Okay.
You know, they just have to put a little effort, you know, into it. But
Okay.
you know,
Well, we would like. What do we have so far, guys?
A lot of ale and chicken and cheese.
yeah,
Bread would probably be
It's
good.
nothing extravagant. We're just trying to feed people.
yeah.
We just want some bread catered and maybe some vegetables, or if you have any fruit.
They
So
don't know
we-
what vegetables are except throwing weapons. Silly poor people.
Yeah, well, I mean, they make like a lot of,
Just some simple stuff.
yeah, like I mean, honestly,
Stew.
they make a lot of stew. I mean, honestly, stew is kind of
Stew
the
and
thing that they
bread
made back in the day
sounds
anyway. It was so easy, just throw it into hot water, add some vegetables, add your meat, add some, you know, if you're richer, spices to it. Which this place they actually have spices. They actually make really good stew for the time period. And like I said, this guy's quite portly, so he loves to cook. He's very good at it. With chicken, I mean, he's like, well, you know, there's plenty of things we could do with the chicken. So,
Oh, so we just bring him the
you know, he can easily, especially on the beach,
That's a lot
you
of
know, you guys can, you know, get some
They're dead, right?
some tines, spear all the chickens at once, and just,
On the altar.
you know, roast them over a fire and just, you know, dab sauces onto it, and you'll have some pretty tasty chicken. Or you can do what the Hawaiians do and just, you know, dig a pit, chuck it in there. 5-6 hours later of slow cooking, come back and you have like phenomenal chicken as long as you throw some spice, you know, some peppers, some
Where did
whatever
she
you want in
go?
there. It's pretty good stuff.
As we're
So-
setting up tables, where did she even go?
Yeah, I mean that honestly makes sense because she went into town doing all that stuff. You guys are setting up the tables and, well, not really the tables, but just kind of getting the fire pits ready and all that fun stuff.
My character's wondering how he went from despising two gods to actively encouraging the cult worship of another god.
Not gods.
Sorry.
being.
He's
Powerful
wondering to
beings
himself.
and primordial
You guys know you're at
Firing.
666 gold,
You cannot
right?
read my thoughts. You're not
Just
that
want to
high
make sure
level.
you realize that.
And we still have plenty. We should stash
Buy a
this.
boat.
I was actually just
Actually,
making reference to 666. That's how much gold you have.
No
That's what I
way.
was saying. I was like, you realize you're at 666 gold, right?
And if he cared about things
That's
like
why-
that, he'd be like, "That's amazing." Wow,
Erlog is
that's
going to
amazing.
come in like, why the hell have you done this? For the glory of Satan!
I mean,
Hail
Chris.
Satan! Hail Satan!
Stop that barn.
Oh my god.
You know, there's some people at home right now going,
People's being generous.
woo!
One person. It's
One
Maggie.
person.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Love you, Maggie.
Woo.
Negative 4 people.
Negative 4 people.
I say that out
Well,
of
come
love.
on. No followers. That's weird.
I'd say that out of love.
I've never seen such a fast unfollowing before.
Yeah.
Actually, we'll talk about it after. Anyway, setting up
Yes.
tables.
Setting up tables. So we
So,
set up tables, or
Do I just
not
go
really set
fetch
up
the
tables.
chickens? How late in the day is it?
Well, I was figuring you guys set off early in the morning. I like to, So, spend afternoon. You guys were drumming up, so probably a few hours of preaching. Gotta, after like the throngs of people, you were able to convince the
Praise Christus.
0.0001% of people to show up. And
Jesus
like,
Christ.
What if enough people don't actually show up for all the food we got?
Well, then we'll.
The offer of free food,
I'm sure
Is
people
going
drift over
to-
with the smell.
like firewood, or like I mean, I'm telling you, people start showing up while you guys are setting up.
I'm gonna eat before.
And
we
it's
get
a
here.
lot of people are starting to show up. So I mean,
I immediately stuff my face with what I can to like try to get me like through the night. Like, all right, I'm good now. Let's do this shit.
Hey guys, I need all the chickens.
What? They're here.
They're already
They're,
cooked.
they're that. Well, I've probably spent the entire time going, pluck, pluck, pluck.
Hey, you want some help with that, Talir? Because
I'm pretty sure actually you could just knife it and just literally peel the skin off.
Probably.
And that's probably the fastest way. That's I've never dressed a chicken, but I'm assuming that you.
I've never
That's how you
stripped
do
a
it.
chicken, so
Yeah.
I'm not positive, but
I
anyway.
have once.
So guys, guess what? Do you
With
think
his
we're gonna be
consent?
here a week?
probably.
Okay, cool. Because I am supposed to dance at some fancy pub in a week,
I bet
but
they
in
have a
exchange, they're catering tonight.
Oh.
So
Are
we're
you
gonna
coming
get,
here?
They're gonna cater. They're gonna bring bread and stew. And I see you guys bought a bunch of ale and cheese and chicken. And if you'd like, I can bring the chicken to my new friend Thornrop, and he will put it in the stew.
Wasn't it the same name of the guy that lived at the Evening Star? No, we're Coromir. We were in Coromir. Yeah, that was the name of the innkeeper at Coromir before we went into the dungeons
That's
last
a long
season.
100 years from now, maybe
He's not,
that's
this guy's a human.
It's weird.
It's almost
maybe it's like an ancestor.
It's weird.
Oh,
Anyway,
that is weird.
Maybe it's a family name.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was getting at.
just giving James a hard time.
Oh, I don't know.
It's because they ran into an inn, and
The database
Yes.
only has so many names.
Actually, one actually just uses letters and tries to.
I've seen that one. It's fun to try to pronounce them.
Anyway.
So are we gonna just chill once we get everything set up? Because they're gonna handle it if you want me to let them finish cooking all the chickens.
They're kind of.
We still need to drum up the people. And,
Oh, free food will attract
yeah,
plenty.
the people will, yes, the offer of free food,
but
you're going to get a lot of people.
But it's
Oh,
still
I thought you said they were
afternoon,
coming right
right?
now.
We still have.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You've got people already milling in,
Oh.
like, oh yeah, free food. You
Yeah,
got
so-
you,
but
you're drumming up. A
they're not
lot of poor
smart.
people are coming, not really because they
Are
worship,
you
but
here-
because they want free
Are you here
food.
for Tris?
You are going.
Yeah, I'm here
Yeah,
for Tris.
Exactly. That's
You
what
know,
it is.
Gods bless Tris. Tris bless gods. Huzzah!
And eat the chicken. Who dares leave the sea?
I do not.
I didn't see you on the beach a while ago, and with you there are none of my friends or my compatriots from my church.
Nikolai told me all about it.
I don't
He
see
said
that.
he needs to bring 11 people, and if we bring 11 people, then we get an automatic promotion and a shiny new dagger. Huzzah!
In 2 weeks. Anyway,
In 2 weeks, well, we can wait, but we were told the food's tonight.
as I was saying, when Nikolai gets here, we will discuss your conversion. But for now, we wait.
Huzzah, waiting! That food over there looks good. We'll help you out making it if you need any help.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Do we need any help?
Yes. I mean,
because they're gonna cater chicken.
well, the chicken.
Well, I offered to let him cook it. He's the chef.
I think while
We might not
it's
make
being
it
catered
okay.
and prepared, we should make the newcomers start praying to Chris.
Yeah.
Do you guys want to do that? And I'll go attract
Those who
people.
serve
I'm
others
still in my costume.
before they eat.
What?
Let's see. Those who serve hand out food will of course be among the first of Trist. For Trist gives.
So that was the second dice roll. You know, the first one was a 1. He was like, then he just picked up. Wait a minute. Reset. What I meant to say was...
So yeah, serving food. I like where he's going with this. Serving food means that you're a giver, and Triss will see you first at his
Pearly gates.
clam covered gates.
Why are the gates covered in
Come to the giant clam in the sky!
We have 9 minutes, by the way.
Yes, I know. So they'll be like, yeah, you know, whatever you need, buddy, we're here. They're all like super energized. They're just like, yes. If you want to get me some free food, I'll help serve it, sure, you know.
And every
yeah.
bowl you give, remember, tell them there's Trist.
Yep, trays prissed, every bowl.
Jesus Christ.
So,
I rolled 15.
there is-
last praise. Trist.
praise Trist. I'm sorry. Yep.
Yeah.
Praise Trist.
Forgive
Well-
him. He is deeply involved.
Deeply zealous to my god.
Wizard.
You just got
My god wizard. My wizard of godly power. My wizard who has godlike powers. My wizard who's really powerful.
The
My
primordial
wizard.
force that I serve.
As my a part of my
Day
work.
1, God. Day 2, wizard with godly powers. Day 3, just toot, 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 toot. A wizard.
Do you buy yourself a flogging whip so you just go, fucking wizard?
At the moment I turn around, wizard. He's a wizard. He's a fucking wizard.
Wizard troll.
Getting really into your character.
This is role playing, guys. See this shit?
You should definitely spit on your beard one more time and then say, you see this shit? Ah.
Oh my god.
You don't know where I've been, Lou?
That's the
You might wanna
that's
wipe
the
your
mascot,
foot off before
you
close
know,
it.
of Taste of Spray.
Oh god.
Anyway.
Oh, you know you like it.
Anyway. So yeah. I did roll an intimidate because I was like,
Yeah, and he cowered. You're right, sir. All praise Trist, Lord of all things, water and rock.
I'm okay with
And
that.
hater of chickens.
I hate tuna and I hate
Eater
chickens.
of chickens.
And tuna.
And tuna.
The chicken
Yeah.
nuts.
So
So
we
we-
honor Triss by slaughtering his chickens.
So we're gonna start serving our food. So that's what we're gonna do. So
Alright, you quickly realize that you don't have enough food to feed the amount of people that are showing up.
how many people are here?
With the promise of free food, and the town has 192,000 people, assuming 4% of the population is poor, much
Holy
like America.
So
Uh,
I have a really dark idea.
ooh.
Which is
First come, first serve! Ran out! You.
No, the people who are now serving, because I'm assuming we've been doing this for a while, I'm going to wait a moment and ask them to come with me down the beach a little bit to see the altar.
Oh.
Are you what Sweeney Todd is?
Yes. Time for some meat pies. How much gold do we have? 666. I don't want to mess with that number. I really like 666. It's such
Can I
a
make
great
a
number.
perception roll?
Time to start
Bard?
slitting throats.
Can I see the bard? Let's see. I have a total of 20.
Yes, you see the bard
I
trying.
grabbed
You,
him.
you, and you. Come with me. We
I
need more
grabbed him by the
food.
scruff of his neck. He means go buy bread with this gold.
Bro,
Shut up.
dude,
Shut up.
All right. So, how much gold did you expend?
I need armor still.
10.
10 gold.
I don't. So we can buy bread.
The dreaded 666 is now broken. It's now
Damn it!
Besides, we still have plenty of gold. I've only spent 75.
God,
How much
it's so great.
Holy shit! I just bought a ton of bread.
Little
It's
bit.
2 copper pieces each. Holy shit!
All right, so you
I just bought the entire city's worth of bread.
you bought a ton of bread.
It would have been so much fun.
We're gonna soak
So-
it in stew and then hand it out.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
they're like,
and you
after
can
20
find ways
minutes
to
for
make the
you
food
to
spread,
see
especially
that-
with you just like, hey,
Oh,
we
can't be able to hide
we didn't
it.
realize just how much the faithful would,
Somebody has to cook it
How
Just
many of you
and
would
make it
have faith in
unrecognizable.
Tris?
so you don't freak the fuck out.
Nobody
of
wants
everybody.
finger bones in their soup.
Yeah.
You flaming idiot.
He's got survival. You can dress him.
I'm not gonna do that.
Don't condone this because then we're gonna be wanted in this town, and they're gonna
They're the
look
poor.
for.
Nobody cares.
We're supposed
They
to
have
care.
family.
We do care. That's why we're trying to feed the rest of them. With them.
With money.
So you guys
We-
got
You don't sacrifice.
I'm gonna
people
round
who actually
down.
have
Effectively, 7,000 people showed up.
7,000.
So yeah, that's about how many? How
Streaming
much?
in.
Remember that whole
Coming
crazy
in.
problem when there was no problem?
Hey, the gods brought this on themselves.
Why?
But I'm sad. I actually, once they tell me not to kill some people, I go to the other side of where we're having this food, and I stand there and try to keep people from leaving. Like, no, stay, please, share with us in these moments of prayer and blessing.
We should do some minor illusions later.
Specifically when they've dug into the ale so much.
Oh yeah.
We haven't even brought up the ale yet. We have 20 gallons of ale.
And we're going.
And we're gonna put it into a cup, and you get a sip because we can't afford to give you any more. Please take the minor sip.
Actually, we can't afford more. But if we have
Oh, I'm
to,
sure you can, but I was just saying that.
Do we want to get 7,000 people drunk? What are we gonna do with that?
Cause a riot.
And burn down another city?
We will be well noticed if we get 7,000 people drunk. And we will be well
Maybe a
poor.
batch.
I don't want to get them slosh. I just want to get them persuasive.
Well, why don't we say?
Pliable?
Pliable. Thank you.
We are making
Malleable.
Chris stock.
What's your intelligence score?
12.
Yeah, you should have known that word, not me.
I'm also batshit crazy.
All right, so effectively, you have
That shit.
how it sprinkled out. You've got 636 people who are expecting some sort of promotion, and out of those 636, you're expecting there's 56 expecting higher
die.
promotion, and then out of those 56, 5 are expecting to be higher in the Church of Trist
So now,
than
subtract
those.
however much of them are supposed to die.
Okay, so the 5 at the top get 2 mugs of ale. The next 4 get a mug of ale. Then the next is a half, and then whatever's left over goes to the other 600.
There's 1 for every 11 supposed to die.
Eventually.
Yeah, so you're gonna have to convince them.
Not
That's
tonight.
yes.
Not
You're gonna have to
tonight.
convince that many, but
We are not a Soylent Green factory in a day.
We don't have a building big enough for that
Spoilers.
yet.
well, there you go. So of your 5, that's at the very top. The
One of
ones that
them.
are well, I guess one of them. So I'll put that in
The
parentheses.
most
one.
devout. 'Cause he
And then
wants
of the 56, that should be 5.
to. James is going to do so much bookkeeping it comes back to bite us
Now
in the ass.
pass the collection plate.
We are not going to have enough ale. We should get a barrel of seawater and then ask Tris to turn it into ale, and we'll cast minor illusion.
Okay, I'm not seeing how this works.
They're gonna believe that Tris has blessed the seawater, turned it into ale, so they have more to drink. And maybe if our illusion's good enough, they'll believe it when they drink
Okay,
it.
so that makes sense. It's basically the numbers. Alright, so
I don't know.
I'm not
Or we
big.
could actually.
if you follow
ask
through
Tris
with
to show up.
your slaughter,
You can.
you're looking at having to kill 700
Not
people
comfortable.
without creating too much of an evil ripple.
Well, we don't have to
Otherwise,
do it-
people will notice.
We don't have to do it all at once.
What evil ripple?
I'm saying that if you sacrifice of the 7,000 people that showed up, you effectively have to kill off roughly 700 people
Alright, so while we.
to do your sacrifice that you
So
that the batshit crazy one wants to do.
So now we
If you bought the
have
poison.
we have the people who are expecting to be promoted. Before we end the episode, I'm going to be like, all right, those of you who have done your converting for the cause, please line up in order of rank. And I point at people. We're gonna go over to the altar and promote you. And I look at you and was like, I'm not going to.
I'm totally going to.
Has anybody given him the ability to go buy, with his own money, go buy his own dagger? Okay, so,
I
guys,
already have a dagger.
next
That's true.
week, stay tuned to find out exactly how the altar scene is going to go. Are we going to slaughter
600 something people.
roughly 62 people, or are we going to not kill them? That's really the question. And also, will this attract certain powerful wizards, aka deities, or will they not? So it'll be very interesting to see what happens next week. So stay tuned, guys, and thank you for watching Dice and Discourse.
Yeah.
And also, remember, at 100 followers,
We give away a holy book.
we give away... Oh, it's because it's open directly in front of me.
Holy dagger.
Monster Manual! Very nice. Helps you build, for you budding DMs, your own exciting adventures. So stay tuned, guys, and remember to recruit your friends and help us get to 100 followers.
And we won't kill every 11th of you. So.
Yeah, we don't have that power.
12. Every 12.
We are
We'll
not
go from 11 to
actually
12.
Chaotic anything.
Every NPC we sacrifice will be
Sorry.
named after one of you.
There you go. That'll be quite the roll call.
Today we killed
Jeff.
XX.
Stephanie.
And XX
5
emo kid.
Ashleys.
XX.
And 5 Ashleys.
It's a common
Your
name.
poor sister.
I know.
Alright, bye guys.
Bye, guys.
Lacey,
Have a
beat
good
us
one.
up.
Bye.
Must do.
Yeah, go ahead.